Welcome to the Cancel Show with Rashad Dyson and Manny, broadcasting live from the Global Life Studios for Fishbowl Network in Arlington, Texas. Make sure to tune in every Friday from 9 to 11. Log in to hear us talk about sex, cars, more sex, explosions, drugs, firepower. Wait, we're gonna have that? No. Can you imagine? Right?
We're so canceled.
What is up, everybody? And this is your boy, Manny Lerma.
Hi, I'm Lupe Chavez.
And I'm Rashad Dyson.
Yay, yay. And today we have a special guest.
Hola.
Especial.
Hola, hola.
Applause, please.
We probably got the smartest guest that we've ever had.
Thanks, bro. I needed this. Why not? Thank you.
No, we're not talking about you.
Obviously not you, bro.
Oh, somebody gets their high school diploma and
I know, I was just saying.
all of a sudden they're the smartest person in the fucking room.
Congratulations.
I don't like to brag, man. I'm so scared. I bought it off of Amazon. But whatever.
He's like, I still got it,
I
though.
still got it. It's about you today, Donna.
I know.
Oh, my man. Introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Donna Brown. I don't know. What else do you want me to say?
Tell us what you do and...
Okay, so I am a microbiologist, QC microbiologist, entry level. I basically make products, well, not pharmaceutical, it's supplementary products. So from powders to...
Oh, powders.
Powders, special
Okay,
powders.
Nice.
All right, now we're talking.
Powders that get you feeling right. Yeah.
And all, like, your pills, vitamins. Yeah, the usual.
The usual.
The usual stuff.
Yeah, you know, we don't know what those are. I mean,
Okay, well, you said something. You said you're a what? Microbiologist?
So quality control
Pay attention.
microbiologist.
I know, but what is that for people? For these idiots over here that don't know.
oh, yeah, for the people that don't know.
Yeah, for people like me and you that have diplomas.
Got it.
Can
So, like, the products that
Just
I
so
have
you know,
here,
most people get their diploma while they're going to high
you know
school.
what? You can shut your mouth.
Just saying. Just saying.
You don't have to be here today.
Okay.
So, like, these products I brought today, so we go ahead and manufacture these products, we make them, and then we test them to see that you guys don't die. So, basically,
How do you test them?
wait.
Like,
how do you test them?
Yeah.
So, there are a lot of ways
oh, they're
to test
testing them now.
This is how they test them.
Yeah,
Okay.
you were so eager to give me my first. No, you take this.
You
one.
take this
Well, because
one.
before I came here, you guys are legit. You're not gonna die.
Okay.
Okay.
So if I take this, I'm gonna wake up dead.
No, you won't.
You're gonna be hydrated,
You're gonna be hydrated.
but then you're gonna die.
You're going to be the most hydrated corpse in the whole funeral home.
You're gonna look so alive.
Exactly.
There you go. There you go. So just to make sure that everything's good or whatever, we test that there's nothing bad in this product. And
Okay.
and there's multiple ways you can do that. But in the field that I am, it's just microorganisms, making sure that there's nothing growing in this particular product that can cause you any harm.
Nice. How'd you get involved with that?
Oh gosh. Well, it's been a long time since I've actually been in the lab, but I got involved because I was in sales, and I hated sales. By the way, it's just because it's not my niche. I've always been like this lab rat, so I've always wanted to be in the lab. So I started going to college for biology, and that's how I migrated to the lab. So I did. In college, I did lab tech, which is setting up all the wonderful things that can, blow crap up. Sorry. Telling me to speak in the mic. Sorry, my bad.
Your manager? Is that your manager? Or your
That's
little
my
brother?
boyfriend.
Oh, that's your brother. That's your little brother.
That's your little brother.
That's your little brother. Yeah.
It's a little
Hey, little man.
Nah, having a good time.
That's right.
You look like a strong young
Es
boy.
Martin.
What is it?
It's Martin.
Oh yeah, can we get him a toy or something to play with?
Yeah, there's sodas over here. Bro.
Hey, Remy, get the boy a juice.
Can we get him a can we get him a juice box?
No,
No.
no.
Yeah.
I love those Kool-Aid jammers. My kids are happy because they see them, and then I start drinking all of them.
Oh gosh.
My
Fix everything.
My 5-year-old goes,
yeah.
Kool-Aid jammers. Maybe that's okay.
I'm sorry. I'll go buy you more later.
Hey, my Uncle Bill, he got me these pudding pops. So
They made
kinda
you
make
sleepy.
yeah, it kind of make you sleepy, but I mean, he gives
Everything
them-
hurt afterwards, right?
Well, just certain parts hurt, you know. But otherwise than that, Uncle Bill, he's a great guy. So he just got out.
Oh God.
Anyway,
She's regretting everything. She's like, why did I even show up
What did I
here?
get myself into?
no, but you wanted to laugh. No, I'm gonna.
Sure.
So you like being in the lab with the test tubes and
With the test
centrifuges
tubes,
and-
yeah, very good with the centrifuge, with agar plates, with Petri film, yeah. So all
And
of
she
that.
named them all. I was like,
Hey.
I would have been la luz con the.
Con el fuego.
Bring
You
me
know
the
that
glass.
comal, that glass comal right
Hey,
there.
that's cool, man.
The Iron flask.
See,
yeah.
that's how you know we would suck. We'd be in there. I wouldn't even try to solve anything. I'm trying to solve how to make better tamales. So with that-
The right temperature.
I'm cooking food in there. I'm not even. But,
All right. So one thing I want to explain before we continue the show is that that's Marty. Because there, they can see you.
You're clearly
I know you were like right in the.
You're
picture.
right in the picture. So yeah, this is Marty.
that stuff on purpose.
He is here. Can you turn that down, sir?
Sorry, my kid.
He is here. He is helping us out and basically becoming a part of the fucking show because he is recording and getting us some good footage.
That's right.
So you see the show how it looks now, but once we get the footage and we upload it to YouTube and all that, you'll have a higher quality show. We're trying to improve, people.
Well, higher looking show.
Higher
The
looking
quality of the show is not going to
The
change.
quality's still low.
This is, yes, we're just.
That's the highest part of our show.
Keep the bars low. You are officially the smartest person we've had.
Oh
on
gosh.
You're the
no, I
smartest
don't
person
think-
in the room.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is something that people should know about, like, what you do?
First of all, let's explain
Yes.
what this is.
So this is a hydrate product. This is basically if you don't feel like wanting to drink plain water, you can add some of this, and it will just juice it up a little bit, make it a little bit more tasty.
But it
So
won't, like, it's not fattening or anything.
it's
like
not
that.
fattening. It does have dextrose, which is part of sugar, like sucralose, but it's not that bad. Not
So-
in the amount of water that you're adding.
So what I've learned is that when
Yes.
you add this into water, it tastes delicious. But then when you add this, it still helps.
It just brings it up a whole
It's-
lot of no
So
water.
now when you're drinking, you're also being hydrated. It's fucking brilliant.
There
we
you
discover
go.
something?
Fucking brilliant.
There you go. I'm glad
So
that you
now,
like it.
no more hangovers.
Yeah, no more
We just
hangover.
discovered, we just cured hangovers. Bro,
Can
Hey.
we do this?
right?
She
Yeah,
takes it back to the lab and she gets rich.
She's like, guys, I got an idea.
Guys, let me start something.
Why don't we make an alcoholic drink with all of this? No hangovers.
I don't know about that, but sure.
We'll be the testing.
There you go. You
We'll
will
do the
be
testing.
you'll be my
We'll
lab
test
rats.
it.
Okay.
We'll do
science.
where's the lab
Alright.
rats right now?
Everything
for science.
For science.
That's right.
Yes.
So, when
That's
did
right.
you know you wanted to be a scientist, by the way?
Oh gosh, when did I want to know? I wanted to be a
I wanted to be
scientist.
one, but up until I started doing the math, let's say for me.
I guess it started with
I can see that.
nature. Like
Huh?
yeah, and with nature and how things are created and how
Really?
things are formed. Yeah, and you can use that to your advantage and kind of manipulate the same process in the lab. Obviously, synthetically, not like you can actually make it, but yeah. So everything started with like nature. And
Do you ever get tired of just like, oh, I don't want to talk about that today? Like,
no, I actually like talking about it.
Really?
Yeah, because I get
Really?
to because I get to tell people like the cool things that I do, and because mostly people are like, okay, Donna's just this plain Jane, but no, I like.
No, I think
sharing
that's
other
pretty
people.
awesome. Like,
Yeah.
you ever do that? That's you
Yeah.
get to see little, what's it, little comal, new funguses
That's
move and all
it.
that.
Your fungus, yeah,
The fungus
E. coli.
on the glass comal.
Yeah. And I have pictures too. We can share around like all the
Sure.
stuff that we can grow.
I got pictures of a fungus in my bathroom. Like
I got one, but it's on my toenail. Can you look into it?
I don't know if it was the toenail. No,
At least it's on the
Okay.
toenail.
You don't work on that? No.
no, that's not my area of expertise. I'm sorry.
okay.
Never mind. You don't want to look like that.
Stop, Phil.
It look like that.
Okay. Oh,
Never
no.
mind. Never mind.
No, I'll get you a specialist though.
It is.
Yeah.
No, that's so. So what would you say is like one of the coolest things that you get to experience?
Being in the lab.
Water. You go get water.
What is the coolest? I guess overall, like looking at certain things in a microscopical level,
Okay.
which I like, because you will think like this can of whatever doesn't have microorganisms growing, but in actuality it does. Anything from your skin to your hair, like everything has a living organism. We just don't see it, and I get the opportunity to actually explore that. So.
Wouldn't that make you like a germaphobe though? Like you're like, oh my god, everything has.
I know.
Everything has microorganisms.
Well,
on
there's
it.
some microorganisms that you actually do need in your body. So
I don't know.
You really genuinely do. So
Really?
yeah, for sure.
I mean, you got a bunch of shit crawling on your face right now.
In your face, in your mouth, in your gut.
just-
Yeah. So you do need it.
Paint me disgusting, why don't you? Okay. You want to talk shit about me? Just say
I know.
something.
It's just saying.
Those are her. Those are her
That's how
smart
she
ways
gives you
to
that.
insult you.
Exactly. Is it?
You're
She's like
fabulous.
those germs
You're
on your
fabulous.
face. Feel at home.
Those germs on your face are glorious. They're good.
Oh, reverse psychology.
I see what you're doing.
She is smart. She is smart. I'm smarter than the average bear. Porque sabes qué?
¿Por qué?
No.
Bro, spell bear.
No, spell bear. Come on, spell
It's
bear.
okay.
B-E. No, like, yeah.
Why'd you have to think about
I
it?
know. It got me nervous. That's a little weird.
Well, funny. I actually have dyslexia, so don't even worry about it. It was yeah.
Oh,
I
what
had-
year?
Wait. No, bro, the-
It's not
Like
a-
say that learning disability.
Oh, I thought you meant the car. I'm like, oh, how much money?
She's like, wow, she's making a lot of money.
How much money?
She got a dyslexia? Oh, shit.
So, okay, so that was. That's actually something I wanted to talk about. I don't know if you can, but do scientists make a lot of money? Because, like, last time I heard, they don't.
It depends on what area, what field you are. So the stats are 32K to 62K for a microbiologist. So, you know, it's okay. In NASA, they pay really good. I think it was like 104K or something like that. Something
Oh, wow.
ridiculous like that. So, yeah, it depends on the field.
Are you trying to go to NASA?
No, I'm not. I'm smart, but not that smart. I'm good.
Really?
I like to stay within what I know.
So you stay in your lane?
Stay in my lane and be better at it for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And hydrate us
And
after
hydrate.
we get drunk.
Hydrate. Hey.
that's right.
So
Hydrate.
you have the coconut, and I'm not gonna say the owner or anything like that, just because of obviously copyrights and stuff like that. But we
Yeah, they're
have.
not paying us.
In other
There you
words,
go.
so she doesn't get fired because we're gonna say
Pretty
something
much.
stupid.
Pretty
That's
much.
true. Because we might say something stupid.
I've already said a bunch.
That's true.
A lot of
It's been a long day.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, there's that. All right, so I got the.
You have the peach,
I got the appletini,
the appletini,
which
I
is
had,
fire,
the
by the
raspberry.
way.
raspberry lemonade.
Limoncello.
limoncello,
Yeah.
and I'm
Limoncello.
drinking
That's a lemon.
coconut colada.
What's coconut blue?
Because that's how we designed it. We wanted it to be blue, so
That way, everything's a different color.
yeah.
You know, I've never
She
understood.
wanted pretty colors, so
Oh.
we get that. For
It's
her.
eye catching.
Exactly. It's appealing to the eye.
So how long does all this take to make?
Oh, to make or just the general process from start to finish?
Okay, let's go
Because
there.
it's different. So from start to finish, it from getting the client into the door and having those meetings of what they want, formulation, R&D process, to producing it, to having the materials, producing them, label, bags, because this comes in a bag. It takes about overall 6 months. We did this entire project.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, from start to finish. So most people think, oh yeah, you know, this I can get it for like, you know, one day into the other, but no, it takes a process.
So,
Everything that you see from like labels, the supplement facts panel, everything. Obviously, we have to look for the design of it. So yeah, it takes a while.
Wow. So if we wanted to have something like this done, how much would we need to start it up?
To start up a project,
Yeah.
oh, that's a good one. It depends on powders.
Because you know we need to start getting ready to market our hydrating alcohol beverage.
Oh gosh.
TM.
Well, you're
The casual
hydrated
show cares.
with alcohol. Hint, hint.
Yeah.
It's a liquid. Well, no, it's a powder. 50. Sorry, because I'm thinking like liquids and
She's
powders.
doing the calculation.
Yeah, because
She's seeing
a
all
lot
the
of
numbers and shit.
Right.
The wheels are turning, bro.
No, because a lot of companies do
He's not
liquids.
used
We
to
don't
people
deal with
thinking
Mine's just
liquids.
a monkey with the.
Con el-
But it's missing one arm. It's missing the arm, so it's just doing this.
About well,
Ya está bien madreado el monkey.
Like you see the difference between us all us thinking she's got like numbers all over everywhere. Like man, he's got the one little wheel. You got just like one hamster just going around in circles.
He's taking a break. He's drinking this.
He's drinking-
For Sean, goats.
well let's see. It's 152, 150.
Really?
150,000.
So,
So I need 150,000 to make my project.
Correct.
and that
Okay.
just to make it, you still have to put it.
So
distribute.
hashtag cancel.
Distribute, correct, which we don't do that because obviously there's other bylaws that you have to do, but we just create it for you and you
Wow.
do
Go
what
from
you
there.
please. Yeah.
So that it really is a lot of work.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of work and it's a lot of money. You have to have, if you want to start this thing, you gotta have money. You gotta have capital.
So earlier I asked you was just the field that you're in. Is it male dominated?
It's actually right now female dominant
Ooh,
at
nice.
this very moment. Yeah, just again because a lot of women of today go to STEM programs.
Right.
And the STEM programs usually is pushed for a male dominant, but in this particular field, it's mostly female.
Shout out to my daughter. She's in the STEM program.
Hey,
Yeah.
STEM program!
I'm more proud of
Woohoo!
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
She's in a
Oh,
biomedical STEM program.
nice. All right,
So
that's great.
hopefully
yeah.
I got me a little doctor or
That's
scientist.
right, girlie.
Hopefully.
Hey, we're
Yes.
not gonna be broke no more.
I know, right? She's gonna buy me a house. Hey, baby, buy
get
me
you,
a house.
Get you all settled. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna live with
Some
you.
retirement money.
No, bro.
Yeah.
He's gonna live in the pool house.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, how are we gonna live in a pool house?
Y'all are gonna share it.
Are we gonna share?
Y'all are gonna share. It's a 3-bedroom.
You could have told us we were gonna share. I mean, I'm okay with that, but still,
yeah.
it's a pool house.
It's a
Of course
pool house, 3-bedroom.
We're gonna reparty.
What more do you want?
Exactly.
Hey, there's not gonna be any water in the pool though.
Exactly.
Because we can't swim.
Yeah.
Wait, you can't swim?
I can't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I can float.
Okay, hey, you won't die.
I
That's
won't
good.
die. I
There
won't.
you go.
I won't drown.
You will just
I
float.
learned how to spread my body out
Okay.
and just float.
Nice. Perfect.
I'm not that good at spreading.
I'm not,
I can spread.
I don't spread.
I can tell you got enough kids, bro.
Yes, I know.
Oh,
You got enough kids, bro. Spreading just all over the place, bro.
Oh, no.
I
On
spread,
that note, let's drink more.
spread my love.
It's-
Let's drink. Yeah.
That's right.
This is really good, by the way.
Thank you.
And the alcohol makes it so much better.
Right?
It really does.
It gives it a little extra kick.
Things makes everything better.
I mean,
No, I mean, honestly, I didn't believe him. Like, if you taste what he has,
I believed you.
he added some alcohol to that. I'm like, man, this is.
I added a little Amsterdam pineapple and then a little hint of Sprite, and I was just like, this is fucking delicious.
Okay, good.
Like my wife, she makes hamburgers.
All right,
I'm like,
all
yeah,
right.
this is good. Like,
I'll give you
We come up with our own brand, leave you guys behind.
Right?
Hey, this was my idea.
I know that's right.
I know.
But
I'm
you-
gonna, what do you
I'm
call
gonna
it?
sue you.
Oh man.
I'm gonna sue you for everything
No, I'm
you
gonna
have.
do what is that dude? McDonald's did. The original. You guys saw that? Like the original?
No, that's what you talking
Haven't,
about.
You mean steal other people's ideas?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what white people do.
You mean colonize?
I mean,
I'm a colonized.
yeah, you're gonna colonize us.
spa water.
Shout out to all my white friends.
oh,
That's
gosh.
right.
anybody knows McDonald's got rid of everything healthy? Like, they don't got salads no more.
I didn't even.
Well, yeah, because
Wait, they don't have salad?
I
Really?
thought that was, no, they don't.
They sold salads.
Bro, why would you want a salad?
after
It's like asking for a hooker for a hug.
after
Maybe you
the
want that
movie,
boyfriend experience.
I like how we all got quiet. We were like,
No?
okay.
I mean, nothing wrong with it. But after that movie, Super Size Me came out, that's when they came out with all these hot, healthy options. Y'all know
Oh,
about
Super
Me.
Size. Yeah, that documentary?
Yeah.
That's a great documentary. Y'all
What
have
about
to-
that dude that
that's
ate
really good.
McDonald's every day?
It ate
Yeah.
McDonald's every day for, what was it,
For, like,
6
a-
months?
Yeah, they
I
lost
think it
like
was-
100. Oh, wait, that's Subway, my bad.
I think it
Subway.
was 6 months to like a year almost.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah, he actually had to stop because
Yeah.
his doctor, like,
Yeah,
His
high
cholesterol.
cholesterol.
And he was getting
yeah,
depressed,
that.
too.
He
Yeah.
was getting depressed.
He got headaches all the time.
Headaches all the time.
That's like, who does that though? Like
It's
A
part
lot
of
of
the
Americans.
experiment,
a
man.
lot of people.
Yeah,
This is America. This
that's
is what
right.
we do.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna go out on lunch. I didn't really want to cook the day before. You know what? There's a McDonald's right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to tell us
No,
something?
it's just that's how it goes.
She didn't feel like cooking, little buddy.
No, she makes me quesadillas.
And a lot of people still think about like the whole like natural thing, like organic, and
That-
you get your organic food.
that's
But the
a bull,
majority,
right?
yeah, the majority of stuff isn't organic, guys. If I don't see it growing from the floor, it's not organic.
Even if it grew from the floor, somebody probably did something to it.
yeah,
still.
probably genetically modified
Yeah,
it,
it's-
and yeah, call it organic.
You know, because fruit really isn't supposed to be that big or that good. You
yeah,
know? But
yeah.
See, that's the thing. I think a lot of people have messed up, and I mean, you could probably attest to this. Is that so? You know, people were, you know, for a while they were afraid of genetically modified foods and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but the process that farmers have been going through for centuries, as far as crossbreeding plants, you know, planting certain crops and stuff like that,
Right.
isn't that basically genetically modifying them?
Correct. And like corn. Corn, definitely, any type of corn that you pick up from Walmart is going to be genetically modified. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You
Yeah.
can make it sweet, you can make it, the grain, you can make it bigger. Yeah, so I agree. But the point of it is that you don't want to do that because, A, like, it's bad. You can mess up your genes, you can mutate at a certain point, and it's gonna mess you up.
I'm gonna have
internally.
powers.
You can have you're gonna be an X-Men.
Be an X-Men.
When you said jeans, I'm like, but Levi's are my favorite. Does
Wait,
it matter
isn't
what brand?
that isn't that a transgender?
Does that
An X-Man?
Does it matter what brand?
Huh? He's transgender?
Isn't that a transgender? An X-Man?
Ah.
No. Okay, all right. Never mind. Moving on.
No, but
We're
see,
talking about like Wolverine.
Oh, okay, okay.
I was
yeah.
talking about the jeans. I was worried
Yeah.
about my clothes.
He's
It's a
worried about
mutation.
Levi's.
It's a mutation
I
in your
gotta
genes,
worry
guys.
more about money on more clothing. Is that what you said?
Yeah, you got to wear stonewash instead.
Oh man.
Yeah, bro. Sorry.
I was just gonna come into
Or leggings.
Or leggings.
I'm with leggings.
But you know what? You
They
you
live-
never
they
skip
go
leg
to
day,
them.
bro. So you're good with leggings.
Have you ever wanted to put on leggings?
Who hasn't put on leggings?
Yeah.
I haven't.
You have not? What's wrong with you? Why?
Cause
I wear.
It's
I wear
nice.
leggings.
I don't work out.
Well, no, you don't have to work out to wear leggings.
Bro, you
Wait,
never
what?
put on
You
leggings and
don't.
pretended to be a
That's just
superhero?
weird.
How is that weird?
Why would you wear leggings and not work out, bro?
Because it's comfy and you want
Am I
to
calling
wear.
you out?
So
man?
hold on,
You
hold on.
probably are. I wear leggings when I like go to sleep sometimes.
But that's
Yeah.
that's natural for a woman to just wear leggings, you know?
Well, you got a point there.
That's
You're
not
probably
Those
right. Yeah.
girls that wear leggings to the gym with those dirty socks that they face with.
And the dirty socks and dirty
Really, we
shoes.
have to talk about it.
Oh, no.
What kind of chicks are you looking at? No.
You got a foot fetish, bro?
They got the socks over the leggings.
Yeah, and they be dirty though. They be dirty.
Hey, those are the workout socks. That's the only socks they wear to work out.
Oh no! Oh no! That's sad.
Like I was saying, I've never like thought of like, hey, I'm gonna go buy me these man leggings. I didn't like.
So you never put on leggings, use a sheet for a cape, and pretend to be a superhero?
No.
Okay, me
Who
neither.
are you anymore, bro?
Oh,
That's not
yeah. What? Who,
Yeah, me neither,
Who
bro.
hurt you?
Life. Life.
gonna hurt you, little buddy.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
You're not allowed
Life
to have,
hurt
Okay,
me.
so
You're not allowed to have fun.
No.
would you encourage a woman that wants to do the same field as you are?
Absolutely, yeah.
What would you tell them? What would be your advice to them?
I will tell them that it's hard. It's not going to come easy. You will want to quit sometimes just because the science field is obviously it's hard enough just because of the multiple hours that you have to study. I went to Texas Women's University, did 6 years instead of 4. Just because it took that long for me, and I also failed some classes. Sorry, Mom, in government, but they pay for it. Anyways, but it's hard. It's hard. Any science field will be hard, but I encourage them because you make your money and you live a good life, and yeah.
So with what do you do? What is the hardest thing? Like, so you say you do microbiologist, right? Mm-hmm. And you deal with a lot of bacterial stuff. What is one thing that? What is the hardest thing about that?
as in regards of testing.
Testing on all.
Oh, okay. It's getting the correct testing for the correct microorganism. So microorganism is basically the study of microorganisms,
Right.
Whether it be bacteria, viruses. So I'm in the lower tier just because I deal just mainly microorganisms. So E. coli, Salmonella, Pseudomonas, like all the average. Correct. Those are the main. Yes, you are correct. So all of those we test just to make sure that everything is legit in your product and that you will not have any potential like harm to your body. Now the other tier is like bacteriology and all of that, which deals a lot with obviously like Ebola and Corona and all of that good stuff, which I don't want to deal with that. I just wanted to know that you're going to be safe and sound.
Yeah,
and
I just want to
healthy.
make sure that you can drink this.
Exactly. I just want to make sure you can drink this and be
That's
be
crazy
good.
because that's hard as it is.
Right.
So I can only imagine that other stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So it takes time, discipline, and willingness to do, because science it's a hard field, and I can imagine your girl is just like, oh man, when is it ever going to end? But
Oh, she loves it, right?
Oh yeah, like
Oh, yeah?
she's
Good.
part of the Latina Fellowship STEM program.
Ándale, okay, qué
So-
bien. Representing our Latinas, yes. Ala, qué bien.
So she went to camp for like 2 weeks and went to a couple
Nice.
colleges,
Yeah.
and she already had in mind. She's like, "Oh, I want to go to Rice."
Oh,
That's what she
wow.
wanted to do.
That's
But then she went to Texas Tech or A&M, and I can't remember the other two that she went to. But now she's like, I might want to go over here, or hey, this college is good for this, and she's starting to learn
Good,
what
good.
other colleges,
What colleges are good
Good.
for what?
what other colleges do and what they're good for.
Okay, excellent. And I encourage every young girl to just like immerse yourself in the science field if that's something that you want to do. Like she went to camp and did all of that because, especially in Latino culture, they don't tell you, hey, when you go to college, you're gonna have to pick a major, and you're like, oh, what am I gonna pick? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it gets to the point where you're like 18 and you're like just starting off life, and you have no idea what you're gonna do. And
Well,
Yeah.
and that's another crazy thing about, like, I'm a first generation American. My family crossed the border, had me,
Same.
and
Yeah.
they didn't have no life experience about what college
exactly.
was, how
Yeah,
school
same here.
worked, so they're learning as we're going along,
exactly,
and
exactly.
they don't have no way to explain any of this shit to me. So I did horrible in school.
Exactly.
I didn't graduate. I got my GED,
Hey, you got your GED?
Hey.
That's good.
but
It's good enough degree.
it's a good enough diploma. Good enough diploma.
Good enough diploma.
Well, it
How
is
bad?
so funny though that my parents are like the same. I'm the first generation. Actually, in my family, I'm the first one to graduate from college.
Oh, nice.
And it was a big. I remember my mom like crying her eyes out, like, "Oh my gosh, Mimi." And it's true. It's just because they came to this country for a better purpose for us as a good, as a better future. And they busted their butts and gave me everything I can possibly need to have a future. So
Right.
I'm very grateful for my parents for sure. Shout out to mom and dad.
Hey.
That's what's
Quiero.
up.
No, yeah, and like I said, some people they have that encouragement, then some people can't. Their parents don't know how to
There you go.
keep pushing them to do more.
Right, exactly.
So now that I see my daughter involved in school and actually loving it, I'm like, oh, you should do this. Oh, you want to go to that camp? Hell yeah, you can go to that
yeah,
camp.
exactly. Yeah.
And most Mexican parents, especially with women, they're like, hey, want to go to camp? You're not gonna go for 2 weeks over there to
Exactly.
do
Because
something.
you
No.
gotta take care of your brothers or
Yeah, you gotta
sisters.
take care of your
You gotta
brothers and
clean,
sisters
cook,
and do that,
and all of that.
and-
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And you stop somebody from becoming possibly somebody great
Yeah.
later on in life.
Yeah. And with my parents, like they, as you can tell, like they suffered here in this country. My dad, obviously, he started from below, like in the Chinese theater. In California, Chinese theater. That's where he started. Yeah, really good. Yeah. He was into the whole movies and stuff like that. And then, he just busted his butt and gave us everything we can possibly need.
That's so cool.
Even though he didn't know the process, like how to go to college and how to, for FAFSA and all that good stuff. But he was like, okay, I see my daughters, they're just, smart. They like, they're high school. They're doing good. We were nerds, by the way. When I mean we, I always refer to my sister, Debbie, my twin sister, because we were just
so you're a twin?
Oh, yeah, I'm a twin, and we're a pair. So everything we did together. So we did, yearbook, we did Christian club, photography, and all that good stuff. So my dad was like, "Oh yeah, they're gonna go to college." I remember a story that my dad said. We were in, it was a play in high school. It was very cheesy, but we were like the hosts and like announcing, the winners. And my dad just looked at us and was like, "Oh yeah, my girls are gonna go to college." Like it was like an epiphany that he had. Like, "Oh yeah, they're gonna make it."
It's that
They're gonna-"
proudness,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. They were like, "Yes, I did something good."
That one right there.
That one's gonna make it.
That one's gonna make it.
That one, 6 años, I can feel it. I knew it.
No, but he always says it's all in the glory of God because that's how he gets his inspiration, his wisdom. So, yeah.
That's what's up. I was also first in my generation. I was the first one not to go to college. So
No.
Oh, okay.
I broke the
Proud
mold.
achievement. Proud
there you
achievement,
go.
bro.
Hey, I broke
Toast
the
to
mold.
that.
Okay.
Hey, it's all good.
You know, so I was like, I looked at college and I was just like, fuck that.
Hey, then most people don't need to go to college.
And
Don't
then
have the
I
money
went to
for
trade
it.
school and
Yeah,
There you go.
I fucked up and did that.
went to trade school.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, the trade school I went to, I definitely don't use that degree, but
Me neither.
But the OJT that I learned, that's what I'm using now. So
Yeah. I think I got scammed into going into that.
How did you get scammed?
So, at the time I was
Did you watch that commercial where the guy's
Uh-huh.
like, "Hey man, are you sitting on the couch?
the
You should
bride.
get your degree."
You should get your degree.
On the couch.
No, yeah, I think I got scammed. So I got.
Sitting there, you're not doing
You're
nothing.
not doing nothing. Come get your degree.
Go get your degree.
Make some money. Call now.
Exactly. Takes 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes right now.
I'm like, but I do have 5 minutes.
I do have 5 minutes. Oh my God, I should do what this guy's saying. He's on the commercial. He knows everything. So I a little bit of background on me. I got kicked out of school when I was like 16.
No.
I never went to school.
I know.
I was horrible. I was,
New to me.
right?
Bro, you were right there with me.
You seen it. So, I got kicked out of school when I was 16. I was forced to get my GED. Or if not, I was going to get my GED in juvenile. And I had a baby on the way, too.
Oh man.
So-
it was rough.
So I got my GED, and then I was like, I'm going to try this work thing. And I kind of worked a little bit here and there,
Okay,
I got a baby coming, so I had to do something.
Right.
But then I was like, I should go to school, Yeah, having a kid actually took me out of my hood rat stage. Like, it kept me from being a bad
Maybe I
fucking
should
child.
have a kid younger then.
Yeah, it kept me from being fucking horrible, So then I was just like, maybe I should go to school. So, I started looking into schools, and what do I see? A fucking commercial. I'm like, let me call this. Oh, you should come in. You should check out our campus, blah, blah, blah. The school was called ATI.
What's it stand for? ATI?
I don't even remember.
Okay, right.
I was like 17.
Got
It
it.
was a technical institute.
Yeah, at a technical institute, some shit. I don't know.
Right.
But, I was like 17 years old. So here I am, a 17-year-old, going into this, what looks like a big-ass campus to me at the time.
Oh wait,
Now-
you went to the actual campus?
It was a strip
Yeah.
mall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was
okay.
like almost. It was like a building like this. It was a building like this studio,
Yeah,
and then
it
I
was
was
a
like,
strip mall.
I was just like, it was so fancy to me, and they like, they talked it all up and
Right,
everything.
right.
And they had like a nursing program. They had a massage therapist program.
Okay.
So it was a bunch of people. I'm fucking 17 years old,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
looking at
Oh,
all
wow,
these
this is
grown ass
awesome.
people, grown ass women too, over there trying to be nurses. I was like, oh my God. And I was at that
This
time.
is
I
amazing.
was recently single too. So
gosh.
I was just like 17-year-old, and I was like, man,
Hey, they need volunteers all the time too. The recruiter was all in your ear. Like, hey, they need volunteers.
You
all the
volunteer.
time.
The
Sure
nurses.
did, yep.
Hey, any of you guys want to volunteer? And I had to get a look at the nurse first. I'm like, I'm not gonna volunteer to that one.
I don't know.
I was always waiting for a specific one.
Exactly.
Unless they offered pizza. Hey, y'all want some
Oh
free
my
pizza?
God.
I was
Oh
like,
my gosh.
and they also gave us extra credit for volunteering. So I was just like,
Extra credit.
I don't want to do that assignment. Volunteer. I'll be right there. Draw my blood. So they talked it real big.
Yeah.
And then I did it, and then I became an adult, and I was 18. I started working, so I was doing both.
Wow.
So I was working, going to school, seeing my son on the weekends, and I was juggling so much that I actually was like, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna stop. I'm making money now. I don't need to go to school
Right,
no more.
yeah.
But then I quit for like 6 months, and I started again because I was like, I was almost done. let me go ahead and finish it.
Yeah.
And plus, you already signed the student loan.
Yeah, I already signed the student loan, so you know, I went ahead and finished it, and I graduated and everything, and it was a cool experience.
Good.
And then I was like, oh, maybe I should look for a job in this. Never did nothing with it.
Yeah.
I am a certified electronic technician.
Are you really?
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
That's the one I went to your graduation, right?
Yeah, you went to the graduation.
I was at his graduation.
Oh, that's what's up.
That's
You know,
what's up.
you know what that means, bro.
What?
You're just qualified enough to work for me.
Oh, I could install cameras
Yeah.
and fix doors.
Well, not that's a step above.
Oh, so I can't.
a step
fix
above your
doors.
education, but you could work for the guy that does that.
Oh, okay.
And that guy works for me. So, and I didn't go to school.
Yeah, it
If
was
that
like,
makes you feel any better.
bro, that shit was like $10,000
Yes.
Wait,
Yes, it was.
for
the
schooling?
for the
No.
schooling. It was like
Yes.
Oh, that was a
$10,000.
ripoff.
I didn't.
man.
So at the time when I fucking went up there,
Yeah.
moms didn't know. You know, she's like, "Oh, he's going to school! Yay, he's going to school!"
yeah,
you know.
that's true.
And I was like, "Hey, mom, I'm going to school. See, I got kicked
That's
out, but I'm doing
awesome.
good."
Yeah.
But it just
Then when that
it,
bill came around,
it screwed me. Sally Mae does not play.
Sally Mae
No,
don't-
Sally Mae does not play,
No,
and if
doesn't
you
play.
do not pay, they will take it out of your taxes.
They
So,
fuck
just
the
FYI.
taxes. They were taking it out of my check.
Were you- they
Yeah.
garnish your wages?
They garnished my wages.
Dang.
So I had child support and Sally Mae killing me for a long time.
What are you Sally Mae?
I feel you, bro.
Wait, are they even still open or y'all know?
Sally Mae?
No, the ATI stuff.
Oh,
ATI?
no, no.
Oh.
Oh, they closed them down.
That's actually how I got out of my student loan because they closed down and like when all those like trade schools like ATI, fucking was it
Bride?
Well, see,
DeVry, fucking a bunch of them got shut down. So they forgave everybody's loans.
Yeah,
for
because
that.
it wasn't accredited. Correct?
Yeah, because it wasn't
So-
accredited.
can I get my fucking money back? Like,
No.
No? Oh.
You don't get your money back, but you don't owe any more.
Because mine ended up getting paid off.
You paid your
before.
shit off?
They took it. I didn't have no choice. They took that shit, so it ended up getting paid off before all that shit closed.
Wow.
I knew enough European Americans to where I can get around those tax loops.
See, I didn't. I grew up in the hood, so I knew like one white guy, and he wasn't really white.
Oh, the one white guy in the hood?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Homie James, though.
Well, you really don't need schooling. I've seen like these YouTubers make bank. I mean, ridiculous
There's
money.
a
just by
10-year-old making millions of dollars
Yeah, I mean, it's like okay.
because other kids want to watch him play with toys.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
I know which kid
Made
you're
me
talking
rethink
about.
my life. What am I doing?
Yeah,
I'm watching
you
this
know?
fat ass little kid play with toys and make millions of dollars, and I'm just like.
And I'm just trying to make.
So now I'm over here at this podcast. You know,
Dollar sign cancel shows.
Dollar Sign Cancel Show. Subscribe. You know, hey,
That's right.
these hands are tired of working.
But there are some things that like you do need the education for, like you're
Yeah.
microbiologist, bro.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you
I
want to be a
mean-
scientist or a
Yeah.
doctor, you need it.
You need it.
need
You
that.
absolutely need it. Or just like in general, reading, writing. You know, you need those things. You know, and education, supplies that for you. I mean, I'm not saying don't go to college, but if that's not your passion, there's a lot of people that don't go to college and make money, and it's just about just doing it, like just killing it, do what you know best, and just moving forward.
Like
So-
I always say, you got to risk it for the biscuit.
Oh gosh.
Shot feel, son. Shot definitely
You
feel.
know what? Let's put a pin on there. We're going to go on break. And we'll be back.
The pin, circle back to it.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, had to bet the new weird dude shit, leaving with a new bitch, too lit, cool sick, nigga living roulette, true shit, who grip, even got a blue pick, cool kid, stupid, foolish, bitch, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga, young bitch, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga, damn right, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga, damn right, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga, yeah, had to bet the new weird dude shit, leaving with a new bitch, too lit, cool sick, nigga living roulette, true shit, who grip, even got a blue pick, cool kid, stupid, foolish, bitch, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga, young bitch, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga, damn right, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga, damn right, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga. I got the blues like I'm sick of living. Feeling match my bandana. I'm really crippin'. Keep my hand on the hammer, cause I can fix it. This on my new edition. Like Michael Bivins, I remember I did have a pot to piss, and now I'm shitting a brick on my opposition. Not on this to my niggas. I taught them fishing. Now we feeding our fam with our water whipping. Motherfucker, what it is now. I can buy my mama crib now. Can't you see your mama shit? All my money illegit now. This the way we choose to live now. Nigga, listen to the beat. Mashing that accelerator like a nigga race. Push the limit when I'm in it and I feel amazed. The pretty women on my dinner trying to get a baby. Wait a minute, I ain't with it. Don't you try to play me. I was banging on the Ave. You was standing on the porch. I was pulling kick though like a train for the sport. I was on call when it came to the war. I was new to the ball. Now I'm playing full court. I was pushing 8 balls like Pim Porter. Had to jumping at the gym like Vince Carter. Live my life above the rim trying to get farther. I'm in Houston with the squad like I'm Jim Harden. All the hell that a witness can be unseen. Really made me only focus on this one thing. Getting paid, being famous was a young dream. Now I'm doing everything they didn't want me. Separated from my dogs and I'm liberated. Elevated from my flaws, but I still ain't made it. Don't believe in Santa Claus, don't believe in Satan. Know that I can have it all in the sense of praying. Yeah, up at the new with deuce it. Leaving with a new bitch, too lit, cool sick. Nigga living roulette, true shit. Who grip, even got a blue pig, cool kid, stupid, foolish. Bitch, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga. Young bitch, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga. Damn right, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga. Damn right, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga. Yeah, up at the new with deuce it. Leaving with a new bitch, too lit, cool sick. Nigga living roulette, true shit. Who grip, even got a blue pig, cool kid, stupid, foolish. Bitch, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga. Young bitch, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga. Damn right, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga. Damn right, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga. Yeah, I had to reintroduce myself. I'm Juice Leroy, by the way. Now these motherfuckers know me to the dead. So true. I finna play it till I make it to the casket. I finna lay up with the motherfucking left. Wait a minute. Unexpected when I'm coming to the basket. Just stay up at my lane like I'm bad for your health. And I'm going for the rebound. What I make on my vision, I have to take it. If they ain't gonna give it, ain't no mistaking. I've been waiting, but they ain't gonna hit me. Unless I place it in the station where the folks gonna feel it. See, I've been in a situation where the snake tried to get me. I had to cut the grass down and I hate started appearing. I dodged a couple landmines, look my face in the mirror. I know it's gonna take time, but I think that it's never. I did some things on the low for the highlight. Left the lines on the road just to fly right. Now I travel across the coast for the limelight. Had to cross it all out like a fan price. Resurrected to perfection, I'm a living legend. Can't neglect it or contest it cause I'm still connected. Any question about my method, like if you would listen. If you profess it, then I'm blessed, head in your direction. Growing up, my best friend was a pyro. Down move, always knew that I was 5 deuce. I was throwing up crib before I tie shoes. And I always got respect wherever I move. I was racing after paper, you was cunt chasing. Knew that I would be the greatest, #1 rated. You could be anything, Donald Trump made it. Finna show you how to ball, no pump faking. Yeah, up at the new with deuces. Leaving with a new bitch, too lit, cool sick. Nigga living roulette, true shit. Who grip, even got a blue pig, cool kid, stupid, foolish. Bitch, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga. Young bitch, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga. Damn right, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga. Damn right, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga. Yeah, up at the new with deuces. Leaving with a new bitch, too lit, cool sick. Nigga living roulette, true shit. Who grip, even got a blue pig, cool kid, stupid, foolish. Bitch, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga. Young bitch, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga. Damn right, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga. Damn right, I thought you knew this shit, my nigga.
I got 21 bullets inside of this clip and I'm ready to unload this bitch. You a pussy ass buster, I will beat you up, but I know you gon' run off a snitch. I'm a certified goon, beat him up with the broom, sweep him up the one just like a witch. Over the with that two, put some deep in that pool, used to pull the triggers, I don't flinch. Smoke his ass in the car, look like he in a hot fire. Met her never cold, I stay with a hot glass. Put it in his mouth and I'm popping it like some pot rock. Rock it on your block and I'm turning it into my block. Knock his head off like a drop top. Got his brain looking like applesauce. If I hear you giving the info to the popo, pull out the Draco and knock his lips off. You a pussy ass buster, you act like a feline. Keep the front door, I'm a creep from behind. Got a block hot while we throwing gang signs. I don't know about you, but they know I'm a bang man. I ain't talking about boo, but they know that I'm shy. Just pay from guilty. I said, bitch, I might be. Southside stepping on them in some Nike. I'm on their ass, they better get white. Like I'm in the back pocket, the booty calling my name. Knocking pieces off the wall, I bet the neighbors know my name. She catching nut like a glove, I ain't leaving no stain. Got that big whopper quarter on, she talking, give a fine. Right here, man, we creeping. Goofing with my demons. Call a little buck cause she carrying my semen. Itty bitty, flimming it, jimming it, blimmin' it. I just made up some words and it sounded dope, didn't it? Oh, shit's too big, I'm like, bitch, I'm about to fit in it. And if that pussy drop, then you know I gotta spit in it. Like a serial killer, you can say that I be killing. Cause in the wheelchair jamming me and he feeling it. I be kinda like a G-Shock, big bang wall. Stop him in a Reebok, you know how it goes. Off of Dazzle, no shower, I'm geeking off for the snow. You would thought it was a stripper, I'm pushing up with the pole. I don't know bitches in the girls' dorm. Bullets never in the gun, that's the airborne. Rockstar rocking out with a medal. I told Shorty come and dance with the devil. Okay. Fuck Western machinery, guns looking like they came from the aliens. Push up on your blood like Picasso, I started painting it. Got it full of blood and them bullets gon' have them draining. Like I got a bitch over me, nigga, know that I be spanking it. Downside, bye, 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 bye. Skinny battery, I'm a dirty bye, baby. They missing OT, made the girl go crazy. I do it broad day, lay 'em down.
Who the fuck is Martha Stewart?
Bitch, I'm in beast mode. I finna turn me to truck. I'm about to beat the shit out the little nigga, could beat you to rain out of luck. I'ma pop me an X, I'ma hand me some sex, I'ma fuck that little bitch booty up. I try to be friends, you wanna be enemies, nigga, I'll show you what's up. I got the key back on the beat, man, make a nigga see bad, but you already know that. I push his phobic, vibe on that hoe like I'm Kodak. I got a hard dick, he be like, where the hoe at? I be hitting them, referee said I defeated them. I ain't fucking with niggas whenever I'm seeing them bullets be hitting them. Police come and hit us, I'm that ringing them. Whoop, nigga, don't stop your home or run to your home. I don't give a fuck, I'm a kid, though, kid, knock it down, gotta scream, she love me, I say that I don't. I'm sorry, it did what it is. I'm a toe tag, any man push up in the minivan, and I'ma lay him down. I'm a dirty baby, I'm crazy. I blow his brains out, bitch, the fuck you say? Bitch, pick your partner up. And you can't even afford the gas that we bring, you don't want no smoke with us. Good at kicking back, it's hurting my soda, you can rumble, can't hide, I got rings like a rover. I said when I'm seeing your light gon' be out, I'ma get it, that's pop like a motherfucking soda. Bitch, I'm in beast mode, I finna turn me to truck. I'm about to beat the shit out the little nigga, could beat you to rain out of luck. I'ma pop me an X, I'ma hand me some sex, I'ma fuck that little bitch booty up. I try to be friends, you wanna be enemies, nigga, I'll show you what's up. My pistol bad and bougie, but my top a ratchet. I can put a 7 under the mattress. Shoot them from the side, I got them crashing. My diamonds dancing, bitches be flashing. Big ol' Thuka blasting, put them in casket. I need my money like Aunt Delay. Fuck with my money, you die today. I be killing these niggas like child's play. Right on.
Fucking infamous. I'm one of the most notorious slashers in history, and I don't want to give that up. I am Chucky.
Bitch, I'm in beast mode. I finna turn me to truck. I'm about to beat the shit out the little nigga, could beat you to rain out of luck. I'ma pop me an X, I'ma hand me some sex, I'ma fuck that little bitch booty up. I try to be friends, you wanna be enemies, nigga, I'll show you what's up. Bitch, I'm in beast mode. I finna turn me to truck. I'm about to beat the shit out the little nigga, could beat you to rain out of luck. I'ma pop me an X, I'ma hand me some sex, I'ma fuck that little bitch booty up. I try to be friends, you wanna be enemies, nigga, I'll show you what's up. Hey, yo, is that Mexican OT?
Welcome back to the Cancel Show. I am Lupe Chavez,
And I'm Rashad Dyson.
I'm Manny Lerma.
and we are joined today by the very smart.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kids are so sweet.
Oh, no, thank you. Excuse me, Donna.
No,
thank
no,
you,
no,
man.
we're
Thank
talking,
you.
I'm talking about Donna. I'm talking about Donna.
Oh,
I didn't say street smart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, my bad. My
You know,
bad. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
I didn't say
Hold
street
up,
smart.
recent
What I'm
graduate.
saying?
Recent graduate. Hold on there.
Hey.
No, we're talking about the actual scientist in the
actual
building.
scientist.
Oh, man, all day. I know how to make coke. Not me.
No.
Know what I'm saying?
Oh, you be cooking, you be whipping it up in the kitchen too, right?
Oh, okay.
All
No,
day.
that's a
Okay. You be
cook,
cooking
not a
some
not a
powder.
Not a crook. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
that's a cook, not a
English.
crook, bro.
Not my first language. Sorry.
He had to do ES. That's okay. I had to do ESL too because
There you
I
go.
had to translate hood to English.
Drugs?
Yeah. What?
What?
Yeah.
No.
So
Oh, gosh.
I was
She's
on
like,
E-
oh my
I was on E
God.
real
Oh,
early.
goodness, guys.
So what?
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
So
Hi.
hey, how's it
She's
going?
like, they're talking about drugs. What do I do?
Bring it back to
So speaking
Oh, my
of
God.
products.
speaking of pharmaceuticals,
Yeah, so
You guys are
yeah.
the biggest drug dealers.
huh?
I don't know
Alright.
any big drug dealers, but yeah, pharmaceuticals. It's
Bear.
It's banging.
Bear.
Yeah, they win some cash. for
It's
sure.
funny
Yeah.
how Bear has, to kill dandelions, and also owns, the medication for heart, like the heart medication.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And one of the best things that can help you are dandelions for your heart.
And they happen
But they own the company that kills dandelions.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
man.
You didn't know that?
No, I did not.
Dandelions is actually
Yeah, they own what was it? The,
Roundup.
Roundup, yeah, because Roundup kills weeds and it kills dandelions.
You better shut up.
Their
Leo.
formula kills dandelions
Okay, okay.
as well as quote
Other
weeds.
weeds.
Hey, I just got a
Okay.
message that said FBI PO hit call me. The fuck?
Don't worry,
gosh.
it's his agent Alex. He probably just wants a Netflix code again.
Oh,
There you go.
okay. He's
There you
probably
go. I can
bored.
see. Yeah.
Boy.
So
He's probably
sitting-
bored.
Yeah, he's been sitting at the house watching.
So what? Okay, so when it comes to like doing this, like, is this? How do you apply for a job? Where do scientists? Where is it most of the scientists?
Like if you wanted to go somewhere else, what else could you do?
California, we're doing? No, like, where's the most places where the most scientists are at? Like,
Oh, I don't know the regions exactly, but I mean, you can find scientists anywhere.
really?
Yeah, anywhere.
Oh,
And manufacturing.
I mean, I know scientists, but
The FDA, FBI. So we branch out.
Really?
In any area. Yeah, for sure.
So like,
wow.
there's a lot of industries that use your expertise. Then.
Oh, absolutely. Especially something like this as like supplementary and dietary products. Yeah, for sure. They use our expertise again for the purpose of not harming the body, making sure that whatever it says in this packet is exactly what it says, and making sure that we provide the best product we possibly can to the consumer.
Oh,
makes
wow.
sense.
Okay.
Okay, so hold up. So could you work at like CSI or something like that?
CSI, FBI, yeah.
So you could so you can
You
actually
could be like one of those people where like when they do like all the dramatic music and they got the test.
And the testing.
Hey,
and then
she's over
looking
there
at
with
the
the-
lupa,
with the
stuff like
test
that, yeah,
tubes.
for sure,
Do you ever
yeah.
look at that and you're just like, that's not how you do
Well,
it?
you know, it's so funny. There's a lot of like scenes from CSI that you would think that are real, but they're actually not. Like if you take a look, especially on YouTube, there's I can't remember the girl's name. She like goes through each scene, telling, "Oh yeah, that's not real. Oh
That's
yeah,
not how you do
can't.
that."
That's not how you actually do it." So yeah,
Really?
it's really interesting. They make it obviously it's TV. They had to make it superly dramatic.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah.
So it's like when those soldiers watch like army movies, and he's like, man, I wish I had a gun that never ran out of ammo.
Right?
Yeah.
That's funny.
The thing that always gets me is like they'll like the CSI guy will be like, I need you to get the DNA or I need you to test for antiamphetamines on this stat, and then like an hour later they got it.
They got it, and it's not like that. It's
No?
actually no, it's not like so. In order to test for microorganisms for this, it takes 2 days, 48 hours, specifically because some organisms can only produce and we can only see them within a 48-hour gap. So it's not like, oh yeah, let me test this for like salmonella in the next hour or so.
20 minutes
oh
later.
yeah, it's you are negative for salmonella. Like it doesn't work that way.
Well, that means the killer had to be left-handed.
They can't solve it. Like, do out the whole show. The whole show, and somebody's like shoestring, and they're like, hey,
Oh, ding ding ding. Yeah,
Wait, what did it say? Shoestring.
Find out where that shoestring was manufactured.
exactly.
They sell it to this store. There's a store right here. Let's go ask the
Exactly.
employee.
Exactly.
like the whole show, they can't figure something out, and the guy will be like, hold on a second, hold the door, but I'm tying my shoestring. He's like, you're a genius. You're a genius.
Hey, shoestring.
This all gets really
That's hilarious.
That's when you bust into
Murder solved.
Murder solved. Yeah.
You bust into Donna's lab like, I need you to test these shoestrings.
Donna's like 4.
It's like for I need you to test them.
You like all this shit
For
from the show?
what? But they need to be tested.
This whole time.
That's
There's
funny.
DNA on the fibers of the
DNA, like,
shoestrings.
DNA of what? Like, I need you to be more specific.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking
Well,
about?
DNA actually, you can have a drop of DNA of an animal or a human, and you can tell it, because again, DNA is structurally specifically for that individual. So everybody, if we drop a blood, I can automatically know who you are as a person, your eye color, race. and so forth.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
In about an hour, right?
With the
30 minutes?
With the 30
We gotta
minutes.
solve the
you know,
case.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Solve the case. It'd be like
Yeah, solve
Rashad.
the case.
Hey, it's gonna tell them their whole life history. That one drop of blood is gonna be like Rashad ran the red light
He read the red light when he was 19.
Yeah, right. What?
back in 2004.
Exactly.
He was jaywalking.
Jay Walker. That's right. He's been the race.
He never paid those camera tickets.
Hey, well, now you
I never
snitching.
did.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I never did.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
No, I didn't. It was.
I'm just
You
glad
weren't
they took
supposed
that
to
shit out, bro.
Oh gosh.
because they took him
The
away.
camera, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's why they took him
I
away.
didn't know about this. That they took
what?
the cameras away.
The red light cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was all a scam.
Because in California you don't have that. You actually have
I
cameras.
heard about that.
Yeah. yeah.
Red light
in Cali-
cameras are a
there's-
fucking scam.
They are scam.
No kidding.
So
No, not anymore.
red light
did it one
cameras you can actually. How did it work? There was a way where you could actually, like, own a red light camera. Like, you control it. Like, you had like you owned it. Like, you could buy this red light camera, and anytime somebody
has a red
light,
right.
you can send them a ticket. It's not a ticket for the
What?
city.
Mind blown right now. Really?
It was. That's why they took them all away, because I can't remember how it worked. I know the city got something, but it wasn't like
A substantial amount that, you know.
like it was. It wasn't just something that you didn't need to pay.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah. Yeah.
What?
It's true.
They're not owned by AT&T. That's why they call AT&T. They're like, sorry, you got from them.
Yeah.
So
third
Costco
party.
owns the phones that they sell.
There's a person.
Who also whoever's there.
If you got enough money, like on their cell phones.
Oh wow.
And they get it like wholesale, basically.
Oh wow.
Wow. You're getting wholesale, so you're paying the actual price from the phone from like AT&T. That's sad. It's a corrupt system.
Right?
That's brilliant. If I would have knew about those red light cameras,
That's really. Let me do that.
if I would have knew about those red light cameras, I would have put one in the white neighborhood.
100%, bro.
In the white neighborhood, because they're gonna pay it.
That's so
Because they're just
true.
going to pay it
They're
and forget about it.
responsible.
You don't
Take
put it in the ghetto.
That's right.
Yeah.
You
No.
put it in the white neighborhood.
And then you forget about it because they're just going to pay it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Martha, God damn it.
You
With
got
the
you
Golden
ran another
American
way, right?
Express.
You ran another red light, Martha. Jesus Christ! You know how much this is costing me? Here, send those $60 right now.
Yeah, they use their Golden American Express. And
Yeah, you
it's
know.
done.
I would have been rich.
Paid. No
Done.
kidding.
Yeah, no,
Bro, we'd have been paid for the show.
Yeah, the show would have been good. I wouldn't even have to work.
Peel has all gold chains and the
Ándale.
bracelets, all gold.
Right?
They're like Johnny Dang.
Yeah, you change. I'm the same.
I can't wait till it changes me, bro.
Yeah, I'll sell out. I'm gonna sell out.
You're
Like,
selling?
I'm gonna sell out. Like, once this thing pops off and I get famous,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Okay. At least you gave us a warning. So.
I'm done. I don't know nobody.
You know,
Hey, you were a part of Cancel Man. I don't want to talk about that shit.
Fuck that show.
Fuck that show. You don't talk to the people no more? Nah, fuck all of them.
Is it Manny your brother-in-law? Well, fuck him too.
Fuck him too.
Oh no. Wait, so blood is not thicker than water?
Blood is not thicker than money.
You're the scientist. You tell me.
What's thicker, a drop of blood or a $100 bill?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, my bad.
hold on, a drop of blood or a stack of $100 bills. I'm just
Even one. Even one. Like, you
one,
know.
bro.
I
Come
just
on.
need one right now.
I think everybody needs one right now.
If you were doing a science, what else would you be doing then?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question. What would I know? Oh, so teaching. I would be a teacher.
Really?
Yeah. So in Guatemala, well, a little backstory. My parents do missionary work.
Okay.
So we go to Guatemala every 2 to 3 years to do missionary work. So
Oh,
I
okay,
was
that's
there
cool.
for like 3 years, actually living, helping the missionary with like children and teaching them the Bible and helping out the community.
Can we give her a hand clap for that, please? Yeah, that's awesome. Man.
Hand clap, Remy.
Yeah, because we not just want to give our opinion about our religion, but we also want to educate, but also give back to the community.
Right.
Because we can say that we are believers, but what happens if we just preach about the gospel
Man.
but don't really actually go into fruition and actually
hear that?
act what we preach? So.
And
Wait,
there are a couple of
say
people
that- say that again.
I need you to say that because I have a lot of these fake Christians.
I need to say it louder for the bitches in the back.
These Christians, so-called.
Well, no,
people.
it's true. I mean, it says in Scripture we have to not only we have to be doers of the word, not just hearers of the word.
Well, I know a lot of these fake Christians that they'll talk all this and just read scriptures of the Bible, but
Right.
do nothing.
Right.
And then walk over a homeless person.
Yeah, walk over, and I've seen it done
Right.
before. Or people be like, "Oh, I want to help the people," and just a situation and do nothing.
Yeah. So, and recently, we were walking with my sister in the park that, it was in Las Colinas, and it was the first time I ever saw like actual Christian people talking about the gospel and actually inviting them to the church. And if you need help like that, it's very rare. Like my sister was crying because they're like, man, I really needed this, the Holy Spirit. Like seriously, I was overwhelmed like with just sadness because there's not a lot of love anymore. If you really genuinely want to help others, you are going to extend that hand and say, okay, what is it that you need? And that has completely disappeared. And it's sad to say, but also in churches. Like, you say that you want to help your brother, but, oh, yeah, he's going through a hard time. You know, he's divorced and, you know, has 3 children. But, okay, you're judging that person now. You're not actually giving him the opportunity to explain himself, and you are, as a loving brother that you are and a sister, to extend a hand to help your brother and
But it's
sister.
just Rashad, though. He's fine.
Rashad, we love you.
He gets married every week.
It's my 4th one, so it's fine.
It literally is.
This year.
We don't judge.
This year.
I
do
judge a
not
little bit. Fuck that.
I just don't. I don't judge in public.
There you go.
At home,
okay.
at home though, I be
Amá, siéntate, déjate el chisme.
El chisme. El chisme del día.
exactly. I be sitting there on my seat like this. No.
So,
That was not a great idea.
so you are what I like to call a good human being,
I try. I genuinely try.
because there's a lot of people that say they're good human beings, but they're really not. You know,
Yeah.
They like to perceive themselves as
everybody wants to make themselves perceive themselves as being good, but
Yeah.
you really
No, not in that any regard. I don't think myself as perfect or good. At the contrary, I'm a sinner, and I do.
Oh, I
things-
said, I mean, it would be a waste if Jesus died for no reason.
Yeah. It's like you died for no reason.
Let's talk about it.
There you go. There you
Jesus
go.
up there like really.
Jesus died for the sick and for the needy. There you go.
There you go.
Well, I'm both. Well,
He's like, I need some money,
I'm needing some money.
and I'm not really feeling good. So,
I needed some the other day. My electricity was my water. What was it?
Oh, your water?
Water got cut off. Electricity got cut
Wait,
off.
what?
Yeah, and that's why.
well,
I mean,
somebody over here,
Forgot to pay the bill.
it wasn't me.
Okay.
somebody gets left that. So this is why we need Cash App, because
There you go.
my boy over
sign
here
Cash App.
for $1 a show, you can
Look at
feed
that,
this.
look at that.
This look at this camera. Look at this camera.
There you go, there you
So
go.
for $1 a show, you can feed this young man.
of an angel.
Help him. Look at this sad face. Help him out, guys. All it costs is $1 every day from all of our followers. There's 5 of you, so that's $5 a show.
That's really good.
My boy can get a meal. I'll buy you a McChicken on when we leave.
Ándale.
So,
Just one though. Just one. Don't be greedy.
fuck. No, because and it's the thing that is like what you said. I forget who said this. It's a human being. It's being human.
Yeah, it's just
I
being human.
don't know why people need to categorize it. I work for this one guy, and he said, you know, if you got to tell people you're a Christian, there's something off already. You know, people should assume that people should be like, man, I bet you that guy's a Christian. And I don't know. I'm spiritual.
Okay.
You know,
What do you mean by spiritual?
I mean, I believe there's a God, but I believe more. What I do is through martial arts. Like martial art is my way to help people. And I deal with a lot of people, like kids, teenagers, which they're freaking headaches. Single
They're not
mothers.
that bad.
Single mothers are
I
freaking
taught
headaches.
teenagers. They're not that bad.
Do you-
They like me.
Hold on, he's my witness. Are teenagers a handful? The ones I had are.
These hood ass teenagers.
Yeah, See, he knows because they would run away from home, and I would bring them back home, or they were going through.
It's funny because they would run away from home and go to his house.
Yeah, but
Aw.
it's because they had that connection.
Right.
They feel like a lot of these people come from
And
broken
can-
homes, and that's why they're saying having father figures is important.
Absolutely.
And with that being said, again, it's not nothing. It's just being a good human being. And a lot of these people hide behind this. Well, I go to church, or it makes me feel good, or I can reverse. I can cite you a whole verse of what he said.
It's that virtue signaling.
Yeah, if you got to tell me that, I'm already like, that's bullshit. So like you guys are doing, that's helping. You don't have to tell people,
Yeah.
So
And like me, I believe in the idea of religion.
You do.
I believe in the idea.
And I do.
So.
And the idea of religion. I think it's a good thing because we all need guidelines and rules to follow because society would be crazy without guidelines or rules.
Agreed. Agreed.
So religion is a great idea, but I'm not a fan of churches in general.
Right. And it's just sad because it's been washed down and diluted from what its purpose was from the very beginning.
And that's
you know
what
what I
it
mean?
is.
And that's what it genuinely is. Because, and I will say this, going to church used to, okay? Back in the days when my mom will bring the ladies to her house, and we will have what is called a celula, and we will have food, and everybody will just like, you know, the old songs, coritos, by the way, los coritos and stuff like that. Yeah, because there was like, you know, this union.
There was love with
There
it,
was
you know?
love. There was a
Fellowship.
spiritual fellowship. Amen. There was fellowship, spiritual, like coming together and praising God and giving Him the glory. And now everything is just kind of like, okay, let's just do it for, you know,
For the views,
media,
for the-
for the views. Oh yeah, I'm a good Christian. Let me just go on Sunday, get this out of the way, be done, okay, and move on with my life. And that's not what God intended for you to have a relationship with Him. He intended for you to seek Him, to have a relationship with Him that is genuine. When you are in this depression state, or when you don't have money, who is to call on but our actual Creator, which is Jesus and God? Yeah.
No, I get you.
Here's a question:
Sure.
would you say that humans are inherently good?
No. On the contrary, humans
or
are inherently
evil?
humans are inherently evil, and it's just how it was set up from the very beginning,
Okay.
right? Because obviously we know that in Scripture, you know, we're sinful by nature, and we are inherently
We're naughty
wanting
by
to.
nature,
We're
one could
naughty.
say?
We're naughty by nature, right?
Okay.
But there comes now Jesus into play, right? You choose to do His will and His purpose, or live your life however you want. But again, discretion. When we said about rules, you have consequences if you break a rule. So it depends on you.
I think that's one of the things that makes humans noble, because I think it is better to be born evil and become good, or born evil and choose good, than to be born good
Right. Amen.
and stay that way.
Yeah.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
It's like I can't remember what song it was. It might have been an Ice Cube song.
It might be.
It might have been an Ice Cube song. But no, he had this saying. This guy's talking. He goes, I'd rather know that you're a racist, because at least this way I know how you feel, than have you lie to me and be racist behind my back. Because at least this way I know what your intentions are from the beginning, and maybe we could talk about it, He's like, but you're just gonna lie to me in my face and then talk bad about me behind my back.
That's why Get Out was such a good movie.
Yeah, Get Out was great. I love it.
Sorry, no, I don't know that reference.
Oh, that's
Well, I got a question for you. So, do you think, with your belief in science, do you think that ever contradicts anything?
Actually, in the contrary.
Really?
It solidifies what I believe. Because, again, taking DNA, we are perfectly made. Every single structure in our body is perfectly made for a purpose. Like, atoms don't just magically come together and form like this incredible table or phone or whatever. Everything is designed perfectly, and there is a creator that designed this perfectly.
Isn't that rare though? Like to have a scientist with beliefs like that?
No, actually, there's
or is
a lot.
it a common thing? Because there's a lot of
Right.
science. So I don't know any scientists, but
Right,
the
right.
scientists that I do hear,
They're mostly atheists, yes.
Yeah.
they're mostly atheists because they believe that there's science behind it, not religion.
Right, but again, we can dispute that the science,
yeah.
right? But that the science that it's that you choose to put on the table can be biased as well. But if you take the actual concrete evidence to support science, it's 100%, the basis of creation, and there's a higher intelligence that solidifies everything that we know.
I think it should. I think that usually just boils down to semantics. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
they'll, the scientists will say, like, okay, well, the cosmos was formed by the Big Bang, and then
heat and everything cooled.
And then this
Cool,
meteor came and hit us
hit
and
us,
brought in oxygen and
and
CO2.
Exactly.
And
you
then
know what
we're
I mean?
not by worms. We're developed now. I guess it used to be the monkeys now, but it's not the monkeys. I think it's like the worms, and then the worm.
Well, yeah. Well,
yeah.
The
you know,
They
platforms,
keep
yeah.
changing it up.
Well, see, it was the amoebas.
The amoebas, eso.
Amoebas, and then they turn into fish, and
Yeah,
the fish
the
turns
fish
to
into the
amphibians,
ants.
and
Yeah.
and then that whole process there. But like, even with that explanation, that's still not a, hey, somebody designed that.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like,
No, it makes
like
perfect
all of
sense.
that evidence never refutes. Like, okay, well, I'm just saying that there's a designer who
Right.
designed all that.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
saying that this is how it went. I'm saying, okay, well, the person who designed it,
Somebody
designed
put it
like
there.
that.
Exactly.
Exactly. You know what I mean? It's like hey, this very delicious drink.
It just magically became
just-
itself.
Became
I
itself.
exactly. I get. You could break down, but like, oh well, he put the peach in there. He put the bourbon in there. He put the pineapple in there. A little bit of juice. And then now we have this magical drink
Right.
that doesn't refute.
Ta-da!
It doesn't refute the fact that I made it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it totally makes
Yeah.
sense. And then I love these. Shout out to Apologetics. They're incredible YouTubers that basically have the discussions with some atheists. And again, their whole basis is, well, it's randomness. It's everything came from randomness. Everything
Cool.
was and cool for you, but I mean, really?
Who says God isn't
Like-
random? But but that's the greatness of a design. You know what I mean? I mean, does the
Well, there's planning to that cup, though.
but I'm saying, like, to the cup doesn't know about bourbon, but it knows that it has bourbon in it.
Right.
The cup doesn't know about the pineapple, but it's got it in it. So when the cup is like, oh, well, I got all this random stuff in there. Okay, well, I planned it. You don't know the plan.
Right.
So shut the fuck up and get drunk. You know what I mean? Like,
Let that man drink it.
exactly.
Can't argue with the fact.
You know what I mean? Like, that's why I always find it interesting when and I have friends who are deeply religious to to the atheists to different religions around the world and stuff
right.
like that, and I always find it interesting. I'm just like, whatever you want to call it, bro. You can call it the source, you can call it randomness, you can call it chance. We're talking about the same shit
Right.
at the end of the day.
Okay.
I think it's leading by
I
example.
think.
Oh, no, you're right.
And the thing is, like, okay, but are you a good person? Because you can be a good person and be an atheist. I'm sure you can be a good person.
That's what I'm saying. That's
You
what
can be a shitty person and be a
to
Christian.
piggyback off of you. That's what I mean. It's like
Yeah.
leading by example. So I have a couple of. I said it in the past where I do have atheist friends just as well, but I don't rub, or they don't. And I have people that are religious, but the thing is, don't rub it on somebody. Go by example. So like my friend is atheist, doesn't believe, but he doesn't have good friends around him. So I'm a good friend around him. So with the times he's needed me, I've always been there for him.
Right.
And we disagree on a lot, but that's life.
Yeah.
We're gonna disagree. We're gonna bump heads, but if I show him that there is a brother out there that it's in your time of need, I'm gonna be there. But he may believe that. Like one day, like man, this guy was put on earth for a reason. Same thing, we just don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not meant for us to understand.
Like,
Right.
I'm not an atheist.
You're an asshole.
That too. But
I
like,
think basically the same thing. No,
sometimes.
The UBPO is the light word.
Yeah,
the
lines
line
kind of
blurs.
blur.
Okay, I got
I'm not an atheist, but I was raised to be Catholic.
Okay.
I have a big issue with the Catholic Church.
Me too.
Me,
Yeah, a big
me and the
issue.
Catholic Church got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially with the papa and everything. Yeah.
Oh,
But, but
I mean,
I love papas.
papas,
Papas.
El papa.
papas con frito.
No con frito, con queso.
Oh, con queso.
Con queso.
That's right.
But like,
That's right. It's papas frito.
So what is it that you hate about the Catholic Church?
it's
if
not
you
that
don't
I
mind me?
hate about it. It's just
Or do you dislike how?
Is it just the priest touching the little boys? Is
I
that
don't.
what it is?
I didn't like
is
being
that what
touched.
bothers you?
I didn't like being touched.
Bro, just get over it. Okay.
But then I like being touched. It's-
the chosen one.
yeah.
Exactly.
Oh no.
She's like, oh
Well,
my God.
wait. how
I'm
is-
sorry if your parents are watching. I apologize for
Yeah, yeah.
these animals over here.
Yeah, wait, but how could he be the chosen one? Because the priest touched
You know,
all
we'll
the
get this
kids.
different
But
story.
anyway, never mind.
But you know, like, so I was all my family's Catholic.
Catholic.
You know, like every other Mexican family. you
Right,
know?
of course.
It's
Yeah.
really Catholic, really religious. This will probably get me in trouble.
No, it won't. Is there a-
My wife is really Catholic.
oh,
Come
that's
on,
why you say
do
you're
it.
gonna get into trouble because of
So-
the wifey.
I have a problem with the way Catholic Church did their thing. You know, back in the early days, you know,
Right.
with the Crusades and the murder of all the indigenous people all over the world.
So the massacres,
The massacres, you know, the hangings.
Christian.
And,
the re-education
Huh?
camps that were basically like,
Roman.
Christianity.
Jesus taught, and then they flipped it to suit them.
Right.
What Jesus taught.
Exactly.
Looking back at history, they're Jewish.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. It's
Weird. It comes from Jewish.
well, a lot of people don't know that. Like I said, when I say Christians, I mean that's what I think in my head. And even now, like I said, everybody only follows what they want to see.
yeah.
When people are like, oh well, I can't eat meat on Friday because it's a sin. Yeah, but you had like 5 kids out of wedlock. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
where do we draw the line on
Yeah, like one sin is greater than the other one.
So, like me, I hope that there is a God, and I hope that there's a heaven. Just like if there's a heaven, then there's got to be a hell. You know,
Right.
like
this? Does there though?
There's the
maybe.
darkness,
Who knows?
The light.
Is there?
But I'm also a person that is terrified of nothingness. Like, have you ever like seen pictures of the ocean and then just be like,
Nothing, yeah.
there's nothing under there. Like,
Yeah.
if
yeah.
I fucking go down, that's it.
Bro, I've been in the middle.
I am
of
terrified of
I understand
nothingness.
that.
Well, see, and that's God working in you because, again, we are designed to have a purpose. And that purpose to me is to worship and give glory to God because He is my creator. So you are built to have a purpose, whether it be this podcast, whether it be being a good husband, a good dad. You have a purpose, and that's built within you. And that produces, a closeness to your creator. So.
So you believe that the closer you are to your purpose, the closer you are to your creator?
I do, yeah.
That makes
really do.
sense.
Yeah.
I believe that the closer that you are to just being a good person overall is what decides everything in your life, the good and the bad, you know? Like,
Okay.
just being a good fucking individual at the end of the day is the reason for all of this.
Well, that's
Well,
the. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
okay, so let's talk about being a good person.
Yeah.
Well, how do you set your standards? What are you setting your standards
Well,
for?
see,
as a
you
good
set
person?
your standards through religion. Like, that's...
Well, no, just in leaving religion aside. How do you know that you're a good person?
But you can't leave religion aside because that's how everybody mentally thinks that this is why you're a good person. Because, I mean, like I said, religion is a great idea. It's
Right.
probably the greatest idea that was ever made because it makes people follow a certain way of life, whether they choose to knowingly or unknowingly. Everybody is doing certain things because religion said you got to do them this way, whether you want to or not. Atheists, everybody.
Yes and no.
Yes and no. But we all agree that we shall not kill.
Well,
Yes and no.
no, we don't all agree on
But
that.
no, we don't all agree with it, but we all choose not to kill somebody because we know it's bad.
Right.
Because religion
Well, it's
told us.
inherently
Well,
in you that
yeah.
you choose not to be,
Yeah.
not to kill someone
Exactly.
because it's bad.
But throughout the years, through every religion, they're pretty much saying, "Hey, don't kill nobody," unless it's for God's purposes.
And let's just drop the religion to me because again, there's religion like any denomination. Like I'm a Southern Baptist.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's like Pentecostals and all of that, and we have maybe some little things that we disagree or agree on, but religion in itself has been constructed in a way to kind of for men to be the authority in church instead of God being the authority. And so I go back and I always say, okay, it's not a religion that I follow. It's a relationship that I have with my God.
Right.
And I continue to have this
See,
relationship.
and I
seek
can
this
respect that, but I will not respect the people that choose to follow the pastors and
Right, and again, those are
that's what
individuals
ends up
that
happening.
you're right, and these are individuals that don't read their Bible, that they don't want to learn about history of how the Christian faith came to be. They don't have, again, because they choose to be ignorant and close their eyes and be blind, right, until they see.
But see, and I also
And money, obviously, the
Money.
prosperity gospel is for real.
Yeah.
and money.
Well, see, when you said something right now. It says, "How do you define a good person?" Right. Mm-hmm. Well, to me, defining a good person is if I see this young man for example, there was a car a couple of years ago, motorcycle on the freeway.
Oh yeah.
What happened? This guy was no one stopped to help him.
Oh wow.
This guy, dude, and that was the chick's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Go figure.
No kidding.
It was a woman.
As a woman,
driving.
yeah, gosh.
The
Here we
woman
go.
driving. And
I'm not
Guys,
saying
just be patient with us.
I'm not saying it's a stereotype, but
I mean, yeah, you know.
And the cop, and I guess the guy was too close or whatever. And when he hit the brakes, it was gravel.
yeah, we gravel,
On
so
the
you
floor,
slip.
some sand or something, and he slammed in the back of the car. He's trying to get up, he falls. This fucker jumps out the car, and he runs. And he helps him without thinking, without like cars are coming. He didn't think like if I get hit. Or he didn't think like, hey man, he put the bread, and I'm like, oh, shit, well.
Yeah, you didn't even park the car. Like
Yeah,
I just hopped out.
He jumped out. I'm like, he put his life on the line because you don't know what could happen. And to me, that's stuff like that makes a good person.
Oh no, I'm not a good person, bro. I didn't put it on Twitter or Facebook.
You didn't record it.
I didn't record it.
Right.
How am I gonna know how good of a person I am if I don't post it?
Exactly.
The times like where I've been at I think there was one situation where I gave my food to a homeless guy. All my
I
food.
remember that.
And I was starving, but he was hungry as well. I said, he didn't have it. He goes, what about you? I'm like, yeah, I'll find, I should be eating anyway. And, but again, it's like small D's like that can add up. And that's why I said, to me, I don't need somebody to tell me that, religion-wise, you should know that already because we are born with the Ten Commandments on us already. You know what I mean? So that's like, when you define we talk about a good person, well, you don't need religion to tell you not to be an asshole.
Right.
That's my
4 words.
You
don't
don't
be a
need
dick.
you don't need religion to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
You need the Creator to let you know, hey, this is what you're doing. That's not inducive to your life.
Right,
Let me
right.
show you something different.
And that's like life is hard as it is. I'm just trying to follow. And to me, my understanding is the way of martial arts. It's a peaceful way of living. It's trying to do better every day. Trying to be a better person. And that's the way I follow it. I mean, that's the way I understand it.
Right.
So that's why I get what he's saying. I get what you're saying. And I get what he's saying. So that's what my 2 cents on that.
Okay, cool.
So
I like
I
that.
think that's part of the, like I said, people being the idea of people being born evil, but having the capacity for good. I think that's part of the part of the imprint, if you will.
Right. Well,
of-
it's
of the
in
Creator.
right, and it's in Scripture, right? It's that
Yeah.
renewal of the mind. Like once Jesus comes into your heart and you accept Him as your Creator, and that's a transformation, and renews your mind, and you think a certain way that it's your old self has passed. Here comes the new self. So.
And I think a lot of, because I luckily have had the fortune to, study different religions around the world, and because I was looking for the similarities. which-
Right. There is. They're not similar. That's for sure. Yeah. No. The Quran is definitely not very similar to the Bible. It's just a fact.
but which one is the right one?
Yes and no. But
I mean, there's certain hints of like how the Earth was created, 7-day thing. Yeah. But then again, there's different prophets. Who do you follow, right?
Well, to see that, and that's the thing is like every religious doctrine, if you will, has their own idiosyncrasies and stuff like that. Something that's specific to it and stuff like that. However, humans are humans throughout the world. So when I had the chance to study the different religions around the world, it took a couple of years to do that. Looking for the common denominator because if we're all humans, we got to have something in common,
Right.
So, and so I get what Manny is saying that we don't need religion because we don't need religion to tell us what to do because all religions tell us what to do, and the vast majority of religions tell us to do. Well, all religions basically tell us to do the same thing,
Which is what?
which is three things. Which when I went fishing for religion, that's what I call it. I found three things in every single religion that I studied: Catholicism, Judaism, Hinduism, Taoism, Shintoism, Voodoo.
Wait, voodoo is a religion?
Yes, 100%.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay, yeah. I was
voodoo.
like, voodoo?
Yeah, voodoo is a actual. It's like Wiccan. It's a
Oh, okay.
Are you gonna be
Yes, I can see
poking
that.
dolls with my face on it?
no, like all that kind of. They actually don't do a lot of that. But voodoo,
really?
Wicca,
This all in the movies.
Yeah.
the Celtic religions.
The Celtic religions.
You know the Roman religions and stuff like that. You know, I had a chance to actually study them in depth. You know, talk to some of their leaders and stuff like that. You know, Sikh as well. But anyway, I found that every single religion that I went to always had these three things. Every single one. One, the Creator wants you to be happy. The Creator wants you to treat other people well. And you may be prosecuted for your beliefs, but you shouldn't prosecute others.
Okay.
Every single one had those three things in common.
Okay.
And only those three things.
Well, let me ask you a question. Why does our Creator want us to be happy? Isn't it the other way around?
No, because your joy is his joy.
True, but I disagree with that, because at the end of the day, He doesn't need anything from you. God doesn't need anything.
No.
He continues to be God. We
Always.
actually need of Him. Our joy comes from Him. So our God doesn't need us to be happy. We pursue the happiness because we want to know about Him.
No, but he wants us to be happy.
Okay, we can agree to disagree.
I mean the God or the source or whatever has a desire, and one of those desires is for us to be happy.
Okay.
It's kind of like if you got a kid, like you want your kid to be happy.
Yeah.
No matter what they do, but you want them to be happy. If they're making themselves, if your kid is purposely making themselves miserable, you're just like, what the fuck are you doing, kid?
Like, nobody was ice cream. You want to be happy? You want to get some ice cream.
Exactly. It's just like, come on, you know what I mean? Like, but that's one thing I found in every.
So you can say that the Creator actually shows His love for us.
100%, all the time.
Okay. Yeah, because He gave His Son, Jesus Christ, to die on that cross for us. So we are washed away of our sins, and now we can come forward to Him and say, hey, here I am. I'm not perfect, but I choose to serve you and I choose to worship you.
That is one story.
See,
Okay,
that-
cool.
I
that
was about to
is-
say that too.
Okay,
So,
okay.
the stories,
The stories.
the Bible,
Okay, here we go.
the Bible.
Here we go with the Bible.
So,
The discrepancies.
how am I supposed to believe something that was rewritten and changed over time, right?
Rewritten?
Like
Something that's been translated, over and over.
over and over.
Okay, here comes my baby, because
I'm gonna be Oscar.
okay.
It's been edited and all that kind of stuff.
Conversation with my wife that I felt bad. I'm like, God's gonna strike me down. Sometimes when you go through some of that stuff, does
That's
it seem
good.
like too good to be true. Like
Yeah.
stuff
No,
like-
that's
and
good.
then, like, don't talk back to your parents. It'll take years off. your
It's
life.
control.
I'm like, yo,
Well, see,
that
that's the
sounds
thing.
like-
And it's good to
I
ask
get
those
it,
questions.
but I'm like,
Because
Yeah.
I was an atheist before.
Yeah.
Remember Erie? I used to bash her religion all the time, her faith,
Right.
until I had my accident. But that's a whole different side of things. But when you look at the construction of the Bible, the things that we rely on are first and foremost the resurrection of Christ.
Right.
Which, of course, to people's like, how?
Okay.
But second is that another thing that we rely heavily on is prophecy. You're talking about specific, down to the detail, prophecies written within hundreds of years, maybe 30 years, 600 years, that have actually been fulfilled.
Right.
And the Bible's, some people will read it as like a fairy tale type story, which is not how it's meant to be read. It's meant to be read as more of their actual accounts that they're writing of what they witnessed. And
Right.
So you're telling me that there's actual giants at some point in time in this world? And
I personally believe so.
no, I believe it too.
Yeah.
But I believe it too.
Because I'm just thinking that there's stuff that they aren't telling us, but like you know, like you're telling me that you believe that there was actual giants at any given point in this world, and that there was a massive flood that killed them all. You know, like
Well, you think back to
Bro,
like,
the natives here, when they saw the conquistadors on their horses, thought they were gods.
but also the natives did.
If most of the people around you are 5'8" and you saw a dude who's 6'2", you'd think he was a giant.
But also too, the natives did. You know, there's a
Good
lot
point. Good fucking point.
there's a lot of like stories that the natives passed down. I can't remember what tribe it was where they were killing giant red-headed monsters that were eating their people, and that they, you know, made them flee to caves and they trapped them there, and
Right.
they were always vigil so that way that those big red-headed giants would never come out.
Well, first of all, we know redheads don't have souls, right? So,
Yeah, that's true.
they're
Or genders.
all right.
Ed
So,
Sheeran, soulless,
yeah. So,
beautiful voice but
Right,
soulless.
yeah. So I mean, let's go ahead and start there, okay? And if you see a tall ginger, I mean, that's obviously unnatural. On top of unnatural, it's like a hat on a hat. You know what I mean? So again, but if I told it's a bad game of telephone.
Yeah.
I tell you, I saw a 6'2" redheaded dude. You tell Manny. Manny tells Donna. Donna
Well,
tells.
that's
You know
the
what I
thing
mean?
with the scriptures. Like you have Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. That's the main bulk of the New Testament, which are their written accounts as his disciples. And these weren't written years and years passed down. They were with him, and they wrote these within like I forget it wasn't long.
No, it was not.
Like it was within years. Like
But we can all agree, though. We can all agree at this table that we know that this Bible has been rewritten. So it's kind of hard for like
been
even me.
rewritten.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
There's
It's,
like
it's
5
been rewritten in the sense of for us to understand. The Jewish, and I love
It's been
that
translated.
God is very, very specific. The Jewish language is actually very specific and has specific words to everything.
Right.
So maybe for us, rewritten means there's another word for Yahweh or Elohim, which, by the way, there isn't. That's
Wasn't
exactly
King
God.
James?
Huh?
King James
Well, it
Bible.
never says that he has a name in itself.
Right.
They have Isaiah's actual written scrolls.
Right.
That they found in the Dead Sea.
Yeah, no, they found like
And he
five
prophesied
more.
of the death of Jesus. Exactly.
Right.
They're continuing to find more. Not only that, but you look at what was it where God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right.
That to this day it's the Dead Sea.
Right,
There's
right.
Nothing has grown, and he declared it. He said nothing, because this area was so wicked. I'm going to make an example out of it. To this day, it has not been rebuilt or anything. And even he prophesied. He had a prophet say he's going to scatter them among the nations,
Right.
the Jewish people, and then bring them back. Scatter them all across the world. Right? Israel was dismantled as a nation.
Right.
1948, I believe, after the World War II, Israel became a nation again. Never in the history has that been done, but for Israel. And to this day, the Arabs hate them. The Middle East hates Israel, but somehow they can't take over. But God promised way back, I believe it was with Abraham. He said, "I'm going to bless you.
That's right.
Anyone who
Make
curses
sure
you
it's
will be. I'll take care of it. I'll handle it." Basically, summarizing.
And be a
It's
great nation.
political.
No, period. And
I mean,
get
they
this.
had to, you know, take the land for the people who was already there. But you know, the United States is used to that shit anyway, so they just
Colonization.
exactly.
No, but get this. Iraq, I believe it was Iraq. He called on his people, on the entire country, to curse Israel.
70 Days War.
No. This happened like a couple years ago, and like the next day they were flooded. Never in the history have they ever had a flood or any kind of rainfall to that measure. I mean, it's just little things like that for me that line up.
Well, see,
And
to
see
me-
my own crookedness.
I call that really bad nature.
Yeah.
really bad cases.
We could say it's global warming, but you know, hey, it is what it is.
Coincidence.
A little
But
bit
then
more
again, that's why
CO2
it's
in the air.
science behind it, right? And it just depends, because to me, a lot of this could be coincidence. It could be, and who knows?
I mean,
it's
also too, we're human. We interpret things the way we want to.
but second.
But there again, coincidence tras coincidence, tras
Mhm.
coincidence. There's
No,
some
no.
point you got to be like, oh, there's too
No,
much
no, and you're
coincidence
right.
to
Again,
you know.
you're right. But then again, who has the right answers?
Well,
We don't know which one.
That's the thing. When you look at the Bible, it tells us how bad we are.
No, no, yeah.
And we, like, as Christians, as believers, we look at them and we're like, yeah, we are.
Right.
The Ten Commandments wasn't written for us to follow. It was written as a mirror, saying you can't do this without me.
Right.
You are not perfect. You can't follow not one of these. People
Right.
are like, well, I never murdered. It's like, well, Jesus said it starts with the heart.
If you had hate in your heart,
If you have hate
then
in
you
your
committed
heart.
murder.
If you look at a woman lustfully, you've committed adultery.
Damn it.
And he was getting to
All the time, bro.
And he
All the
get
time.
this. He was talking
Constantly.
at his people.
Right.
I'm
And he
committing
was always-
adultery right now.
You know what I mean? When he got mad at his people, not the people who were the Gentiles who were
We're
not.
not,
Right.
yeah.
He was correcting the supposedly higher up Jewish leaders,
Mm-hmm.
and he was saying, "Hey, all of you, just like we do today, I try to do with our Christian churches, because
Right.
there's a lot of them that will use it as a self-help thing. It's like
Yeah.
it'll be fine, and they just use it to profit off of people.
And see, that's what I've seen. I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of that. And even when you started, I don't know if you remember back, and I don't want to put beans out there, but
No, I own up to it.
okay, you know, if that's okay with you, then I'm
Yeah.
going to talk about it. But when you were telling me about it, I always told you only use that to your advantage. And then you would be like, nah, you know, this and that. And I know, Marty, you're only touching. And that's why when you talk to me about God, I'm like, me and you don't have the same God.
Yeah,
Your God is not my God then. And if
But that was when you were new in your faith, though.
exactly.
and even now, I mean, I still hold that barrier where it's like, hey, you know, I listen to you, but, you know, again.
I believe you.
I believe you. But,
I know my family feels growing up with me knowing
but,
who I am.
but then again, remember,
Like,
there was one time you said, well, that's their problem. I said, no, that because that's the taste that you left in their mouth. It's your job to go back and fix everything back, you know, to make things right. Again, it goes back to being a good person. Can a person make a mistake or have a bad day and still be a good person? You know?
All it takes is one bad day. That's right. Just
Mickey
simple.
Rooney said that. But,
That's right.
but you see
All
what I
you
mean?
need is just a simple push. That's right.
Newton's law.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. I'm a big fan of science. Right?
no, but you see what I'm saying? And it's just, and now it's like, you got to lead by example.
well, even working in a church, I saw.
There you go. And even then, I mean, you don't need a church to talk to God. This God is talking
No.
here right now.
Well, that was the whole thing.
Yeah,
The whole thing with Jesus, bro. It was
There
like,
you
Yeah,
go.
Not in the
exactly.
Catholic religion. You got to go to church.
Yeah. Hey,
Well, that's the thing. They want that control. And
Yeah.
there you go.
And
But
even
see,
in the
we all
Bible-
agree that it's control.
God Himself says, "I tore that veil. You can come to. You don't have to go to a priest. You don't have
There
to, He's
you
like,
go.
come to me directly."
I never understood why I had to tell the priest my sins.
Yeah, I never understood the confession thing.
I just never understood why he had to be
It's a
naked.
control thing.
Because it goes back to them knowing your secrets, your sins.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Looking at
Sorry.
another woman,
It's a
and
little-
they held on to that fear.
Yeah.
And they use that against their people.
Exactly.
And then
But-
that's when they bring the
So
time.
now the
Sorry.
priest has power because he knows your secrets.
Exactly. He
And
knows-
you also got to remember that churches are made up of terrible, broken people who were once they're trying to renew themselves by renewing
In
their
their
minds and
minds.
hearts and giving their lives to God.
Yeah.
Amen.
Well, it's like
Some of those people don't do that.
it's like
and,
giving
and, and again, and I'm sorry.
It's like bad cops and
Yeah.
And again, and that's very sad to say this. And I was speaking this to my father and my sisters. There is this time coming right now when the love for our brothers and our sister are ceasing, and that to me is sad, because God, the two main. If you can't remember the 10 Commandments, remember these two: love your God with all that you are, and love your neighbor as thyself. Two more important, and the second one it's hard to do, because again we are losing that love for our
Yeah, 'cause
brothers.
I hate
I
my
couldn't
neighbor.
stand some of these people.
because that's the thing.
My neighbor,
I mean, when
I wanna beat his ass.
it's like love your neighbor, like love, like
Did I hear about that? Did,
All of them.
Okay.
Even the Karens.
even the
Karens.
even the especially
especially the Karens.
okay.
Hey, well, I will
All
say
right.
this, dude.
Well,
like,
what about Steve though? 'Cause Steve's an asshole. Bro.
I will
Like,
say this. There was a time
Steve
where
is
this
the worst.
there was like an altercation, right? And this dude was going off. I went up to him and I was like, "Bro, what's going on?" And he was like focusing on the other person, right? And I'm like, "Hey, look here." And I didn't preach or nothing. I'm like, "Bro, what's going on?" And I was like, he started. He's like, "Man, I was like, dude, are you okay? Is everything fine?" And then he started talking about his life. He's like, "Man, I just got so much pain in this mother." I'm like, so it's something deeper. So it's just like getting to that intimate. That's when it talks about loving your neighbor as yourself. You know what I mean? It's like
Well,
put all your love is supposed to be sacrificial, not for your
Not
gain.
for our gain.
Right.
It means giving to others. I love you by helping you with whatever you need. I love her by putting aside all my crap and saying like, hey babe, what can I do for you?
Right.
And that's how it's supposed to be. But we flip it and it's like, what can I give for myself? How can I feel loved?
I see people use.
I want all the love.
Because okay, how many times?
I do too. I want some love. I ain't
Remember
gonna lie.
hey, out of the times that you hung out with me, how many times have people approached me? I don't know if you remember.
Wait for
Just approached me like there's something about like. So I can tell you a story. This a quick story. Last
I've seen a lot of people approach you because you're a sexy beast.
Hey, I'm not late.
It's so pretty.
Hey, I'm gonna feed you later, bitch. No,
Get
but,
tacos.
We getting McChickens after this.
Oh, chicken.
so one time there was this
McChickens.
guy. I seen him at the gym the other day.
Spicy.
He approached me, and he was having a mental breakdown one day. Really? He walks up to me and goes, "Hey man, can I just talk to you? Something about your energy. Something is telling me to talk to you." I said, "Let's talk." So we talked, and he was just, he was up. I'm not gonna, he said he was about to shoot the place down or something like that. I didn't believe him. I'm like, go ahead, do it.
Nowadays, you take that shit serious.
Yeah,
No
no,
kidding.
for real.
You gonna do what?
Because he was being disrespected by the people on the
Lord.
front desk. He had like, and he talked to me, goes, after you talk, he goes, thank you for listening. It goes back to listening, making that difference of that, again, taking that leadership and be like, hey, are you okay? What's going on? A simple, how are you today? Contingent program.
Yeah.
You.
And our listening for us is prayer. Like God listens to those that are seeking
Right.
His love, His guidance,
Right.
His overwhelming mercy. Because
Right.
at the end of the day, all of us are sinners, but all of us
And I will
need
say,
of a higher
Of course,
power.
right.
like apologizing on behalf of the Christian community because a lot of people like, oh, I'm gonna pray for you, but they don't do anything.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Jesus only-
I need my prayer warriors.
And the church.
Hey, but look, prayer. I firmly believe in it because I've seen amazing things happen. Even with my dad, miracles.
Right,
even in
right.
my own situation, she's an answered prayer, like to the detail, bro. I
Yeah.
can't even explain. I'm trying to.
I know last time we went out to eat, she took an hour and prayed. And I was like, look, listen, I'm trying to eat.
You do that
They're
somewhere
like,
else.
the food is getting cold. Like,
Jesus.
come on.
If I can, just let me read this real quick. It's very,
Alright, go
very
for it.
quick. This is 2 Timothy 3. It says, people, in the last days, he says, mark this. There will be terrible times in the last days, which is what we're considered to be. And this was like about 3,000 years ago. This was
Right.
People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. This is the biggest one. This is the biggest one.
Oh, me right there.
That describes
Having a
describes
form of
Gen X.
godliness but denying its power. And it says
What do you mean?
having a form of godliness. They put on this persona like.
Okay, so
That's
But you
But
think
that's
about it
virtue.
today. Think
That's
about
a
it
virtue
today.
no,
signaling.
but well,
Selfie generation.
let me tell you
That's that
this
virtue
though.
signaling.
OnlyFans.
Especially.
But that's always been around though, guys.
Do you know that all
It's
of the
always been
Abrahamic
around,
But
like,
how much
religions
more
say
is
that?
it around today?
Day.
I don't know.
Today.
No, you're right. But it's always been around since back then. That was there too. People were loving themselves. That's why. That's why you know. I'm sorry.
It's like loving the sons.
Well. The thing is, yes, it's been around, but the difference is that
It's more in your face now.
Yes.
Literally.
yeah,
Literally, you can pick this up and
because of technology, like back in the day, you and I would not know what's going on in
That's
Ukraine.
right.
That's
Yeah.
Well,
right.
even Jesus
know what
was
I mean?
like, "Hey,
But
do it."
now we know that they're just as many selfish assholes over there as there is over here.
Yeah.
So
He
it's like,
said
oh
do
well, shit,
things in
everybody's a
secret.
selfish asshole.
He's like, if you're gonna do something good for someone, do it without boasting.
Yeah,
How many
100%.
times like, I'm about to give this dude $100.
Oh yeah.
Like, why you gotta show it? Even the Christian people that me and you personally know.
Yeah.
Like, I've had people ask me like, hey, can you come out and film because I want to show the world what we're doing? I'm like, no. I'm like, if you want me to come out and help you serve, I'll do that. But I don't
I
wanna
said it before. The
record
people that use me the most have been Christian.
And it's
And
very
that's
sad to say that. It's very sad to say that our own brothers and sisters that are supposed to show you the love of Christ fail
Yeah.
miserably. And they're going to give account for what they did to you.
Yeah.
And I hope that our brothers and sisters that do watch this podcast have that, little light in their head. Be, again,
Be better.
doers.
Yeah.
Be better. Yeah, doers of the
Just
word
be
instead
better.
of hearers. Do better. Do better. Because at the end of the day, you're putting the word of God and Jesus out there. And it's not for granted.
Well, not only that, I'll say this, and this will be my last input. There was this church I was trying to get a job at recently,
Oh, yeah.
like a month ago, And because of my background, I have a manslaughter charge.
Right.
It was a murder reduced to a manslaughter. It was a car accident. And so everything was going great. They loved my work, all this stuff. But as soon as they ran my background, I told them everything beforehand. I was like, hey, just this is going to pop up. Gave him the whole story, everything. He's like, well, can we get a police report? Can we get this and that? And I'm like, yeah, give him everything. And keep in mind, he loved everything, loved me. And then after that, he was like, yeah, I don't think we're going to have to. He's like, maybe we can just, be friends and work, work occasionally. And I'm like, so you want to use my work, but you don't want me as a person.
Yeah.
And you're a part of this church, and you're.
Oh, I thought we were supposed to forgive.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Paul,
Exactly.
the one I just was reading off of.
Yeah.
He wrote that. He was a murderer of Christians.
Yeah.
He prosecuted and killed Christians.
Right.
I mean, understandably, of course, I can understand why people didn't want to work with him at first, but he became the most influential person second to Jesus.
Right.
And that's just one of my stories, and I was like, all right. As a Christian,
Again,
you know
there
what
you
I mean?
go. Yeah.
I faced that, and I'm like, all right, bet.
That's why I think we have to find the common denominator.
Okay.
Not just the religious denominator. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Because, as a Christian, we could be like, oh, well, hey, as a Christian, I should be doing these things. As a Christian, I should be doing X, Y, and Z. As a Christian, I should be doing this. Mm-hmm. Okay, these are the standards that you have for yourself. Mm-hmm. Well, now when you take those standards and you put them on others, well, now you're judging.
So
Oh,
that's the thing,
well, shit, we're not supposed to be doing that.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, well, they have to have a standard that they hold themselves to. Like, okay, well, okay, you're an atheist, so what do you hold your standards to? Well, I just don't want to be a dick. All right, cool. Well, that would, well, hey, that works exactly with what I'm doing.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
And just to touch on it right quick, when we were talking about the Bible being translated and stuff like that, the essence of most works, if it is strong enough, always comes through in the translation. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There is a phrase in every single language that we have on the planet for Allah. Why? Because that is the common denominator amongst all humans. So, just as love can be translated from language to language to language, the core values or the core subject can be translated from language to language to language. It's just us having to find what that is. See what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, sure, you might flip to the Bible and be like, oh, well, I'm supposed to marry my brother's wife and have a bunch of kids with him. Like,
What? Alabama?
We're like, wait, exactly.
Is that the Alabama one?
He's like, wait. We're like, wait. Am I supposed to do that? And then the other one says, like, no, you're supposed to kill the bastard child. We're like, wait, no. Oh, the overall core message is you're supposed to take care of your family. Okay, never mind. All right.
But kill the bastard child.
Yeah, okay. You know what I mean? So, like, the translation may say something crazy, but the overall concept at its core is going to be pure. See what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So that's why that discernment. I always tell people, you're not. Well, I tell people all the time, like, whenever you read your religious text or whatever, whether you're a Christian, Muslim, or whatever, you're supposed to read it with your whole self. Your mind, body, and spirit.
I think that people are lacking that, though.
And they're all exactly. Most people are like, oh well, my heart says.
Especially in the church.
My heart says that I should be rich.
Yeah.
That was a snap.
I'm trying to go to church to escape the enemy and Satan.
Yeah.
Bro, Satan's in the church.
Exactly. Like
that's his place.
Like,
he came from heaven. You don't think he's going to corrupt the whole church?
How do you
disrupt it?
Exactly. Like, well,
That's why that pastor got all them diamond chains.
Yo, and Papa, let's just talk real about the Papa. I mean, he came to completely corrupt the church. And I do want to say, I do want to add to what you said about love. All of us have this this thing, right? This love thing. So it's 1 John 3:16, because everybody knows.
Stone Cold.
First,
Is that Stone Cold?
That's Stone Cold, no?
Oh, that's Austin
Austin
316.
316. About to
it
get a
says,
beer.
by this we know love, that he laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for the brothers. So
I
that's
hear him talk
that-
about love. I've seen him do that.
yeah, and again, it's laying your life for your brother, and that is true love, and God is love. So if you're doing that, man, you're closer to your Creator.
Then you're
than you
good.
Yeah.
Well, I've been closer than I didn't even know it then.
Exactly. You know, and it's just us humans that just get tripped up with, you know, it's like, oh, well, they're a Muslim, well, we can't associate with them. I'm like, yeah, but he's a good person.
Well, that's the thing,
He
even
takes
when-
care of his community. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Even
Have a falafel
Christianity,
with him.
we
You know,
don't-
let's go.
We don't hold non-believers to our standard.
Yeah.
'Cause even Paul, he was writing to the churches, like in Corinth, for example. They had this huge sex scandal with a son was sleeping with the dad's wife, I
Wife,
believe. Yeah,
uh-huh.
it was all crooked, and he was writing to
Wait.
the church.
So you're sleeping with his mom?
No,
No.
it
No,
was
he's sleeping with his dad's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's different.
it's
Stepmom.
different. Yes.
You've
The
seen
whole thing.
videos on this, bro.
Oh no.
Stepmom videos.
Yeah,
the
you've
whole
seen
thing.
stepmom videos.
It's the whole thing.
We've all seen
Anyway,
that.
That's all right.
Anyway, Paul.
Who
was-
hasn't? I've got a whole tab opened up for it.
Thick
He,
stepmom.
he was putting judgment on that church and saying, you got to remove this.
Right.
So we hold each other to a higher standard. I'm not going to put that standard on someone else who doesn't believe in what I believe in, because that's not their place.
But you hold
That-
yourself to the highest.
Yeah, and
We
I
have
That's
should.
how it's
yeah,
supposed
we
to be.
should.
But if someone comes to me like, dude, I want to learn about Jesus, like, bro, let me tell you,
I
what
can show
do you
you.
want to know? You know, because I'll lay it plain out. You may like it, you may dislike it. I didn't like it when I read it. I hated myself.
He's
But
like,
that
Yeah.
hating yourself brought you close to knowing that we need of a savior, and the only one that, for me, for both of us, is knowing that Jesus died in that cross for us and gave his life for someone like me or someone like you.
I have a question. Now, I read this. This is going to be crazy, right? Just bear with me.
Okay.
If God is all powerful, then why did he need to send his own son?
That's good.
If he
Bro.
can do
Good one.
anything.
That's
Bro,
a good
easy.
one.
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry.
so I'll summarize it by this. Again, going back to the Ten Commandments. He wrote it as a reflection, you know, because no one could follow it. There's no one that's good enough to live up to all these.
Right.
I said, so I'm going to go down to myself in the form of Jesus, and I'm going to fulfill this for them and show them how much I love them, taking on human form and flesh and going through the torturous hell on that cross to the point where he even said, God, forgive these soldiers for what they're doing because they don't know. He wasn't just looking at those soldiers, he was looking at the generations and generations
Right.
beyond those soldiers. Forgive them so that anyone who believes in my sacrifice and believes in who I am, then they'll be saved.
Right.
Because there's no one that can, you know, earn their place in heaven. It was all based on what
Basically.
what Jesus did for us, and he actually flipped it because the church at that time thought that they were doing everything right. He's like, no, you're doing everything wrong. You're stealing from me. You're setting up markets in my temples. You're bringing blasphemy on God. And he sat with the sinners, the tax collectors, the murderers, and he
The
said
prostitutes.
Yeah,
all
the
of
prostitutes.
All
And he
of the
said-
bad people.
seriously, and he's like, this is
not all
this-
prostitutes
now.
are horrible.
So you mean like now, right?
Prostitutes with a heart of gold.
But that's what he was
The
saying.
oldest
He's
profession.
Like, he's like, come, just come to me. All the crap that you have, lay it aside and follow me.
Amen.
That was his message. And then that's why he said, love the Lord your God above all and love your neighbor. Because in doing so, you fulfill the law and the prophets.
I only
Because
learned-
you can't do anything else aside from that.
Well, I've learned that I can only do the first one. The second one, I'm working on it.
But it's a progress. It's a progress.
it's-
Everybody's in a
Well, it's
the same
because you
line.
can't help everyone. You can't love everyone. As much as you
Whoa.
want to.
No. Well, we're not supposed to. We're supposed to just do what
But that's what we're called to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, we're called to do. I mean, it's
I
kind of
mean,
like,
but like,
that's the standard, bro. Like, come on, bro.
like I feel bad for people, but I can't say that I love everybody.
But that's what you're supposed to do,
But-
bro.
But why?
Because
look, there's a
Like,
difference.
if I have this free fucking thought and this free way of thinking, and I can be who I exactly want to be, why do I have to?
just because you love someone doesn't mean that you have to like them.
Yeah. There's a lot
There's
of
a
people,
lot of
Jesus
people I
loved.
love that I
That he didn't
fucking
like, but,
can't stand. But you know, that's That's just a standard, bro.
But am I supposed to care? Like,
No, look,
If
that's
you
the
love,
thing.
then yes,
Like,
you're
when
supposed to
he-
care.
when he
exactly.
says-
I care about my kids. I love my kids. You know.
But right, it's so easy to love your kids,
Yeah.
your wife, because it's unconditional love. But here we go with
I
the
got conditions
individual
for my
that's
kids.
on the street. You don't unconditionally love them, but God calls you out to say, hey, take away your selfish desires and try to love this person. Put yourself in those shoes. How does that individual feel? And you will get a better understanding of how that person truly is in their faith by
It's like
putting yourself out there. And
helping
that-
that homeless person,
Yeah.
or helping those kids or who have no fathers. Like that's what Jesus said. He said, "This is your true and proper worship is sacrificing your body, sacrificing yourself by giving to the poor, giving up." That's why he told this one rich man in I forget which passage. He said, "What do I have to do?" He's like, "I kept the law, blah blah blah." He's like, "Well, you have this against you. I want you to go and sell everything and give money to the poor and come and follow me."
I forgot one of what you just said that.
Yep.
He said along the lines of what we're talking now.
But he
It's just
didn't do
like you can't help them. Some of them are God's children. I mean, everybody's God's children, but then
Everyone
yet
is.
they are fallen angels, right? So, perfect examples. Well, what did this happen? The whole thing at your house,
What
with
thing?
domestic violence.
Oh, the other day.
Oh, that guy in the front.
Yeah.
Did they?
In the front, yeah. You told
Yeah.
me.
So the other day, wife's like, "Hey, who's in front of the ring cam?" I'm like,
And I'm
I don't
my
know.
sister at this
So I'm looking at the ring cam, and there's like there's a guy without a shirt and without shoes. And I thought he was a homeless man.
I feel
I'm
like,
like-
oh, she's fucking someone else. Oh, damn, son.
I was like, she's cheating on me.
Oh, no.
But no, I thought it was a homeless
No,
man
bro,
on my
that's not
yard,
your
you know.
exit.
And I was just like, okay, this is weird. My dog was going crazy, you know. And I'm like, there's a homeless dude in my yard. And I looked to the left, and there was a woman. I was like, what's going on? So I I'm trying to hear, and they're arguing. I can't really hear what they're saying, but they're bickering back and forth,
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then I see him pull up with my wife and kids,
Yeah.
and I see him like gradually push the guy back. But
Yeah, so my point to this is that I couldn't love that guy. Even if I wanted to. So what happened was, it was a domestic violence. So my nephew was the one that warned me first. He goes, Mom, there's a guy who ran into, I think they knocked on your doorbell thingy. And so as I'm pulling up, like I have my niece. I have all of them there. My niece
Yeah,
and
they're all there.
nephews. So it's like, how many kids are there? There's 20 kids?
No, something
it's only
like
20,
4.
24. It's 4 of them.
It's only 4 out of 5.
But they're all little, so they're scared. And my sister, at this point, she's like, I don't know who they are. They do try to go around my sister because she was driving, and I jump out the car. I said, first of all, back up. I let them know, like, hey, I don't know who you are. Back the fuck up and watch your movements, because if you make a slight movement, I'm gonna end you right here, right now. And I said that. Now, in him, I didn't mean like, oh, I'm gonna hurt you. No, I'm gonna end you. Why? Because I don't know your intentions. I don't know who you are. You ran to my sister's house, and I have my little nieces. So now it's that animalistic protector side. There was no, oh, I'm going to call the cops. There was no.
I'm gonna pray for you. No, fuck that.
I couldn't do it.
Pray
Nah.
for me.
No, and that's not even trying to be funny.
No, that's
But
that's
you know
all
what I
serious.
mean?
I was
No,
sometimes-
I understand.
I was sitting here watching it because I was about to leave work, but I'm over here watching him.
No, bro. Thanks, bro. Carmen had my back.
Yeah, Carmen had his back.
Carmen's tough.
I was like, hey, y'all got him right. Y'all got him right. Oh, okay, I was just about to leave work.
I was like, yo, I was like, yo, man, I need someone strong. And people were like, hey. I'm like, no, you good, bro. Call Carmen real quick. Tell her to come out.
No, you're better off for Carmen anyway. You're better for Carmen.
Yeah, pretty
But
sure.
you see what I mean, though? And that's where my teacher said, sometimes you can't help. You can't do that. Because if that dude would have lunged, it would have been, it's game over.
Going
Well,
back to the whole thing, like
maybe that is. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But maybe that is what he needed at the time. You see what I'm saying?
I wasn't
Someone
going to whoop his
size him
ass
up.
in enlightenment.
Well,
like,
but,
no.
but I'm saying
well,
like
did it.
if he's going through something at the time,
Yeah.
a lot of people when they're going through trauma, they're thinking of themselves.
They
and how
need
to
that
get
little
them-
snap back
how to
into
get
reality.
themselves out
Yeah.
of their trauma.
And sometimes
But
it's
then
just
once
a little.
they ran into you, he ran into you, and it's like, oh wait, I'm about to cross a boundary here. Let me get out of myself and just dealing with my shit and realize I'm not the only person that's going through some shit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Now I wanted to say, yeah, that's a good point. No, what happened was I told him, hey, get on that side of that fence, like, and I threw him to the neighbor's fence. So with that being said,
Fuck my
I
neighbor.
wish I thought he learned his lesson. This dude ended up beating the girl up.
There in the yard?
Okay, so my sister's house right here. He walked down at least one more block.
Oh, okay.
And then she followed him, right?
She followed him. I don't know what happened. Another car pulls up.
Maybe she shouldn't have followed him.
I don't know, but I said, okay.
saying.
I asked her, ma'am, do you need help? She said, yes, I call the cops. I said, don't worry, I'm going to call the cops again.
Oh yeah, we called the cops. They never showed up.
The cops never showed
Shout
up.
out forward.
Hey.
Yeah, thank you, PD.
Forward PD.
Thank you.
Where's this Uvalde? Oh, never mind.
Oh, but
Don't
see
even
what
get
I mean?
started with those motherfuckers.
sorry
there.
about
you
that.
see
My
what I
bad,
mean?
bro.
Though it's like they never came, and what he ended up doing, he beat her up again. I didn't see that part, but the neighbor and the mail lady saw it.
Like really, really bad?
Hey, sometimes love means
Love
ass
hurts.
whooping.
Love hurts.
Because like
No,
with,
for
with,
real.
with
Ike
kids,
and
for
Tina
example,
Tough
like,
love.
beat her with a shoe.
Like anyone who knows who's got kids, you good parents and stuff like that. Like you're not gonna let your kid do some stupid shit. If
Right.
they do, you're gonna discipline them and put them back in line.
But that was his girlfriend or wife, bro.
No. But I'm like,
So you're telling me
approve
to
of this.
beat my wife?
no,
No.
Is that what you're
It's
saying?
not.
You heard it.
Carmen, you heard that. I need to put you back in your place.
You tell her,
Marty said I need to discipline you.
Bro.
It echoed in here when he said
no,
that.
but seriously, like sometimes,
Bro, don't get your ass whooped.
Sometimes
Yeah, she's probably gonna beat my
doing
ass.
the right thing, loving somebody means, hey, I'm gonna have to like.
Back up.
Yeah, or put them in their place. Not in a violent way, like all the time, but sometimes it means like
You have to be stern.
yeah, you have to be stern. There's some people that you can't help. You're right.
Yeah.
They go to jail. They're like, oh, I'm gonna get straight, come back out, do it all over again.
Or maybe maybe what they need is.
A better jail system.
Well, we 100%.
Well, I mean,
that's
that's
a whole other
obvious.
issue.
Sometimes they need just an ass whooping.
You know,
Straight up.
But it's
Well, and again, and going back to they need that. It's because through that fire, through the suffering, that's where you find the within, and again, within, I say, is the Holy Spirit of God. But you find that inner self to say, I'm messing up, and I'm messing up bad.
It goes back to good and bad, guys. Simple. I just remember when my teacher, a long time ago, my teacher told me there's good and there's bad. Sometimes you have to stand up and go against bad.
Yeah. But like a loving father, a loving creator, he disciplines his child. So he's going to take you into some,
Or he puts people
ups
like
and
us in there.
valleys.
Or, yeah, exactly.
But again, he does that because he loves you and he wants a loving relationship with you. And in order to do that, he's going to teach you, some stuff along the way.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
I'll tell you, since I gave my life to Christ, it's been harder. And he
Yeah.
even says that. He's like, this life, you're going to have trouble. And it's been harder.
No,
Because
I want the easy way. I want the easy way.
I don't want to suffer.
No, I
Look,
put
just
myself
throw some money at me.
See,
It's like, I could have done it. I could have just done what God was telling me to do, but because I'm like, nah, I'm going to try to do it myself. It's because of my own actions, not because of him, that I end up in this pitfall.
the devil never messes with his own. Just saying.
So I
So
need,
if
I
you
need
have
that
an easy,
guy.
so if
I
you
need
have
that
an
guy
easy
in my
life,
life.
either watch out or watch out. I'm just saying. Watch out.
Well, with that being said, man, thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for the science talk and the
Absolutely.
Bible discussions.
The Bible.
It's all said with love. At the end of the day, there's
right.
At the end
nothing.
of the day, guys, this is a
It's the
discussion.
what? What?
At the end of the day,
You said at the end of the gay guy. He said at the end of the gay guy. What gay guy?
no, Pio. At the end of the day, this is all discussions. If you can't,
I heard you say at the end of the gay guy. I need that clip.
Oh, you
I need that clip.
I'll give you the
if we
audio.
can't have a discussion without getting mad, without getting upset, and it's walking out, then you shouldn't be talking about it, or you shouldn't be a leader at all. But since we can sit here and talk and joke about it, and again, and no harm felt, it's just those questions.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we think different from each other, but doesn't mean we're bad people. I mean, he is, but
Man, he's throwing you under the bus every
Oh,
time.
I'm okay with it.
see what I mean?
Like,
He already knows it.
So-
It's fine.
so I believe my main purpose in this world
There you go.
is to raise good kids.
Ándale.
Somebody that's going to contribute.
That's the thing.
Good.
For
may
my
be a bad
for my
person, but
own
he's a good
selfish
father.
purposes. Look, I'm raising the doctor so that way she can keep me alive as long as possible.
Ándale, qué cool.
you know, and rich.
Translate
And
from
rich.
I mean, he may be a bad person, but he's a good father. I'm just bad all around. So, I mean, kudos.
It works.
Would you want people? Do you want people to reach out anywhere? Or?
Sure, they can. I finally have a Facebook, so you can go ahead and do Donna Donna Brown, and you can find me on Instagram. Donna. No, it's actually in English. Donna and Coffee.
Donna and Coffee.
Yeah.
We have to talk about that.
Okay. Well, it's because in Spanish, Donna con café.
Donna. Oh,
It's
yeah.
brown.
Donna.
In
Oh,
Spanish,
okay.
it's café. So
Oh.
Donut and coffee.
Donut and coffee.
Yes, so
Yeah.
Mexican as
Oh
hell.
my God. That's
Right?
so Mexican American.
From Guatemala.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
You're good. I love all of my Mexicans, so you're good.
You're just a little further south.
That's right. And I'm half black, so I'm a mixture of everything.
Are you?
Yeah, that's where the brown comes from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my
I
dad
thought you were just translating it. You know,
That's like Walter.
Yeah, Walter.
Walter Brown.
There you
Okay.
go.
Walter Brown.
Common black name. Okay.
It is. It is.
Marty, do you want to leave anything for bro? Like people can reach you at or?
Man, just us cancel and what we do.
Hey,
Yeah.
broski.
Don't fucking reach me anywhere.
Especially your cop.
Any
He
last
got one.
words? Dipshit?
Oh.
Any last words?
Oh, you can message the cancel show, but just leave me alone.
Voter shot.
Well,
Cash
first of
app.
all, thank you, Donna.
Thank you.
You are a delight.
All right.
And definitely the smartest person we've ever had on the whole show.
Definitely.
Including you, Marty. Marty, thanks for coming by. Appreciate you. Shout out to Remy on the ones and twos.
Hey, he was quiet today, Remy. You good, bro? You were.
He feeling alright, man. He feeling alright.
Feeling good.
Also, too, this is gonna be in way better quality. So once we drop it on YouTube, so look out for that.
The video would be more quality.
Yeah,
The show's still
trash.
So.
But the video,
video
is gonna look
quality.
dope. We have this amazing director. We have this amazing director over here.
Yeah.
But also too, if you want a music video shot, you got a wedding, a quinceañera. You
Are
know,
we gonna DJ a wedding?
we can do pretty much anything.
I could DJ a wedding. Bro.
So, hit us up.
It'd be a lot of cool.
All you rappers out there,
Yes.
he can make you look like a motherfucking star.
That's right.
And if you want to shoot a porno, hell, the money's right.
I have to pass it out.
Yeah.
Me and Manny will do it.
Because I'm gonna
Just saying.
money.
I'll teach you how to use a camera. What you do with it.
Bet.
That's right.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You see the
Hey,
art.
it's just gonna be me and Manny.
It's like,
That's it.
they'll-
Hey, it's
they'll-
art, Marty.
It's art, all right.
art. Also, shout out to my brothers. You guys killed it as always. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, guys.
No, thank you.
Much
Thank you
love
so
to
much.
everyone.
You taught us a lot.
And the belly.
And
We'll
mute that.
blur that out real quick. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, guys, and until next time.
Bye,
Peace.
bitches.
Bye.
don't be a dick.
He said it like a little kid.
Ladies and gentlemen.